Hey, yo. Welcome back. Fatty's over 40. Sorry, I'm a little loud.
He's a little loud, folks. A little loud. Welcome back.
We have a special guest with us today.
Hello.
Who are you, sir? Who are you?
What's your name?
What is your name?
I don't even know you.
I don't even know you. Who are you?
I gotta say my name.
You don't have to. Okay, I'll preface this.
You're calling him Guest X?
Oh yeah, this is Guest X.
All right, Elon.
So-
Like Racer X?
Yeah, like Racer. No, you're not that cool.
I am super cool, man.
So today in the house with us is Rene Brunetti from Italian Delight. This, my friends, is the person that I like to talk shit about making pizza wrong.
All the time.
Which is not for real. I love when he makes pizzas, and I just talk shit to him because
He's just being nice now.
His brother-in-law, Tyler, who hopefully will come on the show at some point in time too, likes to talk shit back and forth too. But I love to tell Rene, because I like to keep him humble. That's what it really is. I like to keep this man humble. That his pizza making skills suck.
Yeah. He's absolutely wrong. I'm a badass.
Have you
making pizzas.
Are you?
I actually am.
Peanut gallery?
No peanut gallery.
She said
I could
comment.
throw down. I could throw down with the best of them.
Where's your videos at? Where's your proof, sir?
Oh, I just made one today, as a matter of fact.
Did you?
We work on proof of concept here, and
Oh,
there's no pizza on the table, which
yeah.
means...
Did you bring us pizza today?
I'd be cold by now, man.
Help.
I was, I
We
should
have
have
an
done
oven.
that.
Nothing better
We
than
have an
cold
oven.
pizza. I love cold
right?
pizza.
Come on.
Man, if
God.
I just didn't want to stop back by work if I'm off. You know what I mean? It's
work.
like if I'm
He
off,
acts like he doesn't have an apartment in the basement at Italian
oh
Delight.
shit, practically, yeah. We have a cot
On the
there.
roof. You
Yeah.
put a Zen
You're
garden
right.
up there, too.
You're
It's
right,
pretty
my bad.
nice.
There
Right.
has been times where Jen and I would go, and we back in the day, because we didn't have AMC or something, so we'd go there and watch Walking Dead.
At the at the store.
At the store. After it was closed, and it was on a Sunday, because we closed a little earlier on Sundays. So we didn't have AMC, and that was like back when Walking Dead was like probably like season 3, season 4. It's still early, where you're super interested in what's going on.
Does the tax man know that you're running a business for personal pleasure, sir?
He does now.
Thankfully, we are not big with the
No,
members of the
you know what?
IRS.
Yeah,
They're
right.
not listening to Fatties Over 40. You got to worry about it.
IRS doesn't. They don't care about us.
Not fucking sure hopes. They don't care about us.
They don't care about us. Hopefully.
But
I hope
anyway,
they
that
don't
was
care about us.
it was good old days, man. I have AMC now, so I
Thank
don't worry
God.
about that shit anymore.
Thank God
But
you're an adult finally.
I am. I had to grow up a little bit.
Yeah, no shit. Well, it's good to have him on the show.
Welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What are we
to be
drinking on today, buddy?
We did something special because we have a special guest. So we came up with a special drink.
And not the handicap special.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's yet to be decided. But we will see. We will see.
We'll find out.
What we did this week is this actually isn't our creation. You found it on
I
the
did find
internet
this.
and you sent it to me, and that was a bad idea on
Well,
your part because
No. It was a good idea because, like I always say in every video that I do, I am not a bartender. And I didn't want to screw this up because, one, I don't like the ingredients that are in it.
You're not a fan, but I am a huge fan of this, and I'm going to tell everybody what it is. This is a margarita, but it's not a normal margarita. It is a Yagerrita.
And that's what the video that I sent you from. I don't even remember what the Facebook. It's Cody and something. It's some guy who does a lot of crazy videos, and his videos are funny as shit. But I haven't seen it on Club Dirty yet, which I'm kind of surprised because he's usually
He should be on the forefront.
pretty up
of
there.
this
Yeah,
one.
he's
This
usually on
one
the
is-
the upfront
We might
about
need
that.
to send this one to him because this one is
Might have to. That's legit.
delicious. It's regular. It's a regular margarita. It's got triple sec, lime juice, simple syrup, all that. The only thing you do is you swap out the tequila for Jaeger, and this is what you got. So
And I will say,
Yeah, a delicious drink.
the first rendition, the Jaeger kind of hit you on the back end.
cheers.
Cheers.
Which I'm not a big fan of black licorice, but that drink's good.
Oh, I modify as always.
Well,
do
yeah,
a
we always
practice
modify
drink.
it. Yeah.
We take the recipe that we're given, and then we tweak it. Popular things we do.
Yep.
Add more citrus
Yep.
because we like the tartness. Sometimes we make it more sweet.
This time we didn't.
More sweet was not good in
Nope.
this situation. The tartness is really what set this one off. So
yeah. So what we normally do, and I know you've listened to the show, 1 to 5, 5 being amazing, out of this world, you drink it every day, 1 being, oh my God, this is
I hate this and
terrible.
I never want to have it again.
Yeah. How do you rate this? We'll give you the first one.
Between Jura Scotch and 5, what would you rate this?
No shit.
I would give it a 3.5.
Oh, 3.5.
You're a little low.
I mean,
You're a little low.
It's great. It's great, but I mean, I'm just not. Man, Jaeger just brings me back to like the old days. And dude, I was hitting Jaeger like just straight up shots of that.
You mean you're not a fan of Jaeger bombs?
Jaeger bomb.
Man,
Jaeger bomb.
Jaeger
Jaeger
bomb.
bomb.
Okay, yeah, it's probably
I'll
like
give you
a
3.5.
maybe a 3.9. You know, almost a 4.
Oh,
I'll
so
give it.
close.
Okay.
So close.
You know what I mean?
Shot.
See,
I'll take that.
See, I would.
You know?
I give this a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give the original one a 3.5. I'm on you with the original one that was made as a 3.5.
Yeah,
But your
tweak.
your tweak,
the tweak, was
solid
good.
4.
Yes,
Absolute solid 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
and I give you a little. I give you 0.4 more points for that. You know, 3.9.
Really
You
rounded
know.
it out. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a great drink. I think I'm on my second one. So,
So it's not terrible.
obviously,
What do you give yourself there, buddy?
This is not fair because I love Jaeger.
No.
Nah.
If it's a 5 or 4.5 for you, then
This is
That's pretty
definitely a
solid.
4.5 for me. I love this
'Cause I know
and
there
I'll
have
be
been-
making more of these.
I would say there have been several drinks that we've made that you've been lower on me because I like the sweet creamy shit. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those times where I found you one that was money.
This is fantastic, and I
Nice.
cannot wait to share this with other people.
Oh yeah,
Try it. Seriously, folks. If you hate Jaeger, you probably want to stay away from it because you still get a little bit, but it's nowhere near as strong as it would be if you had it in a Jaeger bomb or by itself.
Yeah.
no, that's true.
No, this stuff's it's really good. Ed, I don't know that I could drink those all the time, but if someone's like, "Hey man, you want this Yagerrita?" I'll be like, a little bit more lime, a little bit less sweet. Absolutely game time.
Oh man,
There you go.
this could be a good. I don't know. We'll find an occasion for.
Yeah, we got to find it because
the
usually we're
Yagerritas.
pretty good about finding occasions. That's almost. You could almost throw that as a Halloween drink.
I was thinking the same thing. The coloring on it, it's a little dark.
Yeah.
Like a orangish black, which is
Imagine
perfect
if
for
you
Halloween.
I would say, imagine if you put a little red dye in there with it, or maybe replace your simple syrup with a little bit of grenadine,
Well, we could do that.
or
That's
add a
interesting.
little bit of grenadine to it. Make it a little dark bloodyish color because of the Jaeger being a dark, and
I need to rim the glass too. I didn't come up with anything to rim the glass. Normally
it did need a
margarita's
lime
got-
wedge, and maybe you know what would actually probably go good with that. This is kind of weird. Tahini.
Who, you think so?
I think so. A little bit of, if you were making it the original one with a little bit more sweet in it, that little bit of spice around the rim
That would be pretty
Ooh.
good.
I bet that'd be good.
Oh, that
Pretty
stuff
good.
is bomb.
It is
Get down
really
on
good.
that. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that's the red stuff.
Yep. That's the red powdery stuff.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Tahine or however you want to.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce it. I don't
It's
know, but I
tahini.
just know it's good.
That
That's a
shit
good
is
call. That's actually
delicious. I think that might. We'll play around with that.
Yeah, we'll play
Yeah.
around with that.
Yeah.
That's
This is going to stick
interesting.
around.
Absolutely.
We're going to circle back to
we
this
can,
for sure.
We can do a little bit with that.
Yeah.
See, this is why I like to find drinks and send it, and we try it, and
Yeah.
hopefully
That's a good call.
everybody out there in Fatty Land, I just coined that. Put it down.
Well,
we need a trademark for it.
You know, I noticed that when I asked Blanco what the drink was, I saw the excitement in his face. He was like all excited about
When
it.
I sent it to
He's
him,
like, "Oh,
when I
you're
sent it
had
to him, he
an
was like,
immediate reply.
absolutely, And yes, absolutely. As soon as
like,
it
"Oh,
said
you're
Jaeger,
in
he
for
was
it."
like, yeah,
You're here for
Yeah.
a treat.
Exclamation
was
point!
like,
Exclamation
"Ooh,
point!
you got a
Oh.
chubby from it.
Well, he knows my affinity for Jaeger bombs is long
it's high.
lived.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
Jaeger
yeah.
bombs.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure you're the first person I ever played beer pong with Jaeger bombs.
With Jaeger bombs,
And it was amazing
It's a
because we didn't
great time.
lose, but we still drank our share because, well, Jaeger bombs are delicious.
yeah. I wasn't going to waste Jaeger bombs.
Absolutely
There's
not.
No fucking way. that was
Absolutely
happening.
not. Disclaimer. Don't do that.
Hey, I mean, you
If
know
you're
your
over
limits.
21,
You do what you
that's
got to
game
do.
on. But you do it. You drink responsibly, folks.
You do your thing.
So, once again, Thank you for coming on finally.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Let's talk about your business for just a little bit. We're not going to harp on that for a long time because I know you've already kind of done a few shows about that. But how long have you been slinging pizzas?
Oh, gosh. Since I was like probably 13, 14. I've been working there since I was 12.
Well,
so
Pops with the original.
Yeah.
Is Indian Springs the original location?
Yes, Indian Springs is the original location.
Which, for those of you out there, Indian Springs does not exist anymore. It's a giant parking lot now. It is sad.
It's sad, man.
Because some of my fondest memories were when my parents would take us to Italian Delight at the old Indian Springs. And
damn sure.
Good old days, man.
Before they shut it down, it was Indian Springs for either the Fun Factory or Italian Delight. Or both.
That was a good day.
Yeah, that was a great day if you could have both.
We did have the theaters, too. Those theaters were downstairs.
Yeah,
state of the art.
Until Set It Off came out.
Was it? I think it was
Set
Colors.
It Off. I think it was Set It Off.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was Set It Off that got it closed.
Really?
When there was a shooting in there.
Yep. I thought it was Colors. I mean, that was like...
That might have been right about the same time. Well, no, it was there until like 93 or 4.
The theaters
I think Set It Off came out in 93.
Okay, maybe, yeah. Maybe that's it. But, man, I'll tell you what. Man, I mean... Yeah, Indian Springs, it was just too bad what happened.
It was a good mall. I mean, for what it was a good mall.
It was a great time, man. I mean, literally when I was a little kid, instead of going to preschool, the old man would just take me to work because I wouldn't go to preschool because we originally we came from Brooklyn, New York, and we were like literally downtown, so we always had noise. So there's like just noise everywhere, all time. So never really took a nap, So here I am, we moved to Kansas City. My dad and Joe Avaluto opened up the store, and they opened up first, and then they moved us just a little bit out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And anyway, so I come from this noisy neighborhood. Because like I said, we're like literally downtown, like what you see on TV in Brooklyn, New York, in the 70s.
Yeah, because he's old. For those of you who don't know, he is old.
I'm definitely over 40.
Yeah, he's
I definitely
quite a bit over
on the
40.
show. I mean, yeah.
Well, he used to be a semi-fat guy at one time.
I still am.
He's a fat man at heart. He is a fat man at heart because he loves food just like we do, and
Oh, I definitely love food, man. Yeah, well, anyways, I was saying, just real quick, my dad, I remember I was a terror at home because I had 2 little sisters, and I would just tear shit up at home all the time. So my dad had to do something with me, so he'd take me to preschool.
So you're the oldest?
I am the oldest.
I thought Daniela was older than you.
Oh, shit. She's going to love hearing that. She's going to love you, Brandon.
Way to step in it. Well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah.
Way to really drop that one.
That's good.
I didn't know.
You hear that, Danielle?
I didn't know.
You hear that? Okay.
I thought she was older than you. I've always thought that. I apologize
she
to
hates
her.
it when that happens.
I'm sorry. When next time I'm in the store, I will apologize to her. Does she even listen to the show?
Oh, she's going to now. If she hadn't heard it yet, she's going to now. Well, I so anyway, I just I have a vivid memory of my dad taking me to preschool, and I could not handle the nap time. I was
because it was too
pain
quiet.
in the ass. It was too quiet. I can't sleep because I just never took naps, man. And I'm a busybody, and
you do have a lot of shit going on in your life,
dude, all the time.
You do.
My brain's scattered all over the place. I mean, so anyway, so he had to take me to work. So anyway, long story short. I mean, I don't know about at 4 or 5 years old, but eventually, like about 9 or 10 years old.
Were you washing tables at 4 and 5 years old?
Well, not yeah.
I mean, it's the 70s. It's fine.
It's
the 70s, and it wasn't Arkansas, but child labor laws didn't exist. Back
No,
he had a shine box.
Family.
He set up in the front.
Absolutely. He's like, come get your shoe shined. Come get your shoe shined.
Well, I mean, literally for $2, man. I'm busting my dad's chops for $2 just so I could go see the movies, which at the time was the 4 theaters. They didn't even have the 6 theaters yet.
Down on the one end where Montgomery Ward's, I think, used to be.
Exactly.
Yep.
And they were playing first-rate movies, man. First-rate movies back in the day. And so anyway, eventually the whole mall knew who I was. They knew I was Frank's son. So my dad never really worried about me, and I'm just
I can see that.
running around the mall.
I could see that.
Going to KB Toy Hobby and just,
Absolutely.
you know, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then something happened and Fun Factory just showed up out of the blue, man.
It was the
Fun
best.
Factory.
You get your grade card?
Oh, man.
It was a great,
I will tell you, speaking of the Fun Factory, the greatest thing that was there was the fact that depending on what your grade point average was or however many A's, B's, or C's you got was how many tokens they gave you. Because if you had the good grade card with all A's, you got like 40 tokens. If you had like B or mostly B's, it was like 30 or 35 or something like that. And if you still give you something for C's, but it wasn't as much. They were like the good grade kids. You guys got better shit.
Shit, that was never me.
Well,
that was never me.
Well,
I was sitting here.
Hang on. That I don't blame that on you. I don't blame that on you. The education system on the south side of Wyandotte County was. Well, there's a reason why they call them kids slow learners.
They did have. Okay, so I grew up like originally. Did you hear that, guys and gals? I caught that. Did you catch that? Yeah. Jenny caught that. Yeah. And she's smart. She's a scholar.
Hey.
Anyway,
there's one in every bunch.
Yeah. Sometimes you
there's
find
one in every bunch.
Sometimes you find
it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Well, it definitely wasn't me. I agree. I was a shitbird. But yeah, man, I don't know. You remember how like $5 at the Fun Factory, man. You get
that's
20
like hours of
tokens.
play.
Oh yeah, I was like that's
an
hours of
play.
Afternoon of
You're
fun
freaking
of
set.
just going constantly.
Yeah. And then this game I used to play, Dragon's Lair, man.
Oh, I remember Dragon's Lair.
You remember Dragon's Lair?
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
And so the thing with that game, it was so freaking cool that it cost 50 cents. Cost you 2 tokens.
Because it was a new
game.
game.
That was such bullshit.
It was bullshit.
You know? I spent so much time at that mall and watching that game that I totally recall this dude would play Dragon's Lair and he'd make it all the way to the end, to the dragon on one guy. Right? And then I memorized, he taught me how to finish him off. Right? How to finish off the dragon. You know?
That's
So
impressive.
he would go ahead and kill off his player and let me try it with the next 2 tries.
Nice.
Or 3 tries, because you'd get an extra man if you got so far. And I knew how to slay the dragon. It was pretty cool, man. That's some good old memories there. And then one more thing, I'm going to give my boy Donzel a shout, because he was working. He was like a manager there, and on Saturdays
at Fun Factory,
right? He was on Saturdays. Fun Factory would close at 10. Right?
Yeah, they closed at 10 at night.
The mall would close at 9. So
that's right, because they would shut the gates, but then because that's how all the trouble started was at 9 o'clock. All the hoodlums,
all the riffraff,
good call. All the riffraff
would end up down there.
Well, they would all come down there, and then there'd be all kinds of crazy fights and shit, and then they would eventually spill out into the mall for whatever stupid reason, because they were just trying to get people out. So they reopened that gate at the front.
Exactly.
Yep.
You remember that?
I do.
Wow.
I do remember that.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I would bring leftovers down to him, I'd hook Donzel up. Nicest guy you'll ever meet. I'm literally still in touch with him right now.
Good.
To this day. He lives in Texas. And every time he comes around, he always stops up. Yeah.
Nice.
And I remember him. He had these glasses and little flip up sunglasses. You know.
Back from the 80s.
Coolest dude in the world, man. And this dude, I'd bring him some food. He'd say, "Okay, what do you want to play?" Well, I want to play, Would
he go turn it on to like free play for you?
He'd open the game up and just go. Ding, ding, ding,
nice,
ding,
even
ding,
better.
Ding, ding. Yeah,
yes,
just give me
even better. That's what I'm talking
credits
about.
in that thing. Says, "Go ahead, man." And then
that's what I'm talking about.
I was hoping that John, our boss at the time at Italian Delight, he would take us home because we all lived by each other, and. I was hoping that he would just take his time, and then James and I would run over to Fun. We'd hurry up, do our work, and John loved it because we'd hurry up, clean shit up in the restaurant, real fast, get it done, and then we'd run down to Fun Factory. Yeah,
nice.
And then John would just come pick us up in his Monte Carlo SS. At the time, it was badass with Camaro wheels on it. It was pretty cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I always loved when your dad was working at Italian Delight. Because no matter what, when he saw kids, he'd always have something to say to them.
Oh,
He'd always say something to us crazy. And that, because I always like, before I actually, like, I wouldn't say got to know your dad, but like before I like understood, like your dad, like I couldn't understand him because he had a very, very thick accent.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'd just look at my mom and be like, okay, I have no idea what you just said. Okay.
I still translate his English. I still do it.
Hey,
he totally speaks English, but it's real heavy.
Hey, how you doing?
You know, that's how he talks. Hey, how you doing?
I still remember the day, and I think you guys had been at your new location for quite a while, but when you guys were arguing about the tablecloths.
Oh, shit.
And you brought him out there because you were like, I don't even remember why I was there. I don't know if I was
Maybe
working
you just
or not.
happened to be there.
I think I was just happened to be there, and you were like, Dad, come here. Jonesy, what do you think about these tablecloths? And I unfortunately sided with your old man. Didn't realize what it was. If you don't remember that. And your dad's like, see, I told you.
That's bullshit.
I told you, the customers like it the way I like it, or something like that. And I was like,
Renee,
I'm sorry.
no
like I felt bad. I was like, Renee, I'm sorry.
That dude's a cheap ass.
You gotta warn me. You gotta warn me next time to agree with you, so the old man knows.
No.
Gotta give signs.
I think you
man.
were just being nice.
I was like, yeah.
I mean, come on,
yeah,
man. We need tablecloths.
Next time, stand behind and go. I'll cut you. They're like, okay, my bad. Sorry.
No, dude, we totally needed tablecloths.
You did. And once the new tablecloths came in, they look amazing in there. I
was like, this is a big difference, man.
Yeah.
You know? And plus it made the tables easier to clean. My dad just didn't want to spend any money, man. I mean, that's all it's to.
That's old.
Hey, you know what?
That's old school stuff, though. I mean, coming over here, probably when he came over here, he didn't have a whole lot of money.
Didn't have shit.
And moving from New York, where obviously the cost of living is way
outrageous.
more expensive than what even in the 70s.
Oh God,
way more expensive than it is here
for sure. Yeah,
I could see him being a penny pincher.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
guy, he made it a long way, man. I mean, because I'll tell you this: our family that's in Italy still, right? They're all there in the same part of Italy, the same house.
Really?
I mean, I'm talking since I was a little kid, man. Same house, same everything. It's
cool though.
Yeah,
because you go over there once every couple of years.
Yeah,
it seems like.
Yeah, every few years.
Because I know I get pictures from you because you're an asshole.
Look
where I'm at, motherfucker. Look where I'm at. Yeah, he likes to brag and shit.
I like to brag. I like to make him jealous.
I'm not mad at him. That's why I talk shit to him all the time.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, man, my family over there, my uncles, my aunts, my cousins, they all live in the same house, man. Matter of fact,
crazy.
My cousin lives in a house right behind where my grandparents lived, where I would stay. You know, because sometimes the old man would just ship me off over there by myself, or with John Avaluto, who's a little older than I am, but he would go, or little Joe would go, who's older than me, and I'd go with them, and I'm just me, you know.
Nice. And
we're literally teenagers, and we fly over. And so I stay with my grandparents. Well, anyway, my cousin lives directly, and I remember my grandparents' backyard just seemed like it was really big, you know. My cousin lives right on the other side of them, and you could see from his porch, you could see down to where my grandparents' backyard was, and it's just this tiny, it's about probably the size of this room, man. The backyard.
But as a kid,
that's
huge.
I thought it was cool as shit.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was big, you know. And so, yeah. I mean, they come from a pretty. They I don't know if they know how good they have it down there because it's a poor town. I mean, there's not a lot of money in that town. It's not necessarily poor, but there's not a ton of money, you know.
But that's the thing is like, it's a simple life.
Very simple.
That you don't need a lot of money to live a simple life. I would
Absolutely.
say.
No.
It's not like over here where everything is so expensive and it costs you an arm and a leg to fucking do anything.
They're happy as shit down there. I mean, for real. My
don't
my
doubt
cousin.
it
I don't either. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like
it.
I'd honestly love to be able to just minimize everything and do that. Little bit.
Dude, they got
That's
it.
all you need.
They got it freaking made. I tell Jen, I said, Jen, when we're retired, we could go down here. We could be fucking big shots. For real. Just living off retirement, you know? And Jen's like, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to live there. You know what I mean? She's like, no, I'm not living there.
Are you too fancy? You too fancy for over there?
No, she's not too fancy. She don't want to.
You want to talk to me?
Well, by the time we're in our 60s or whatever, everybody will be speaking English.
I talk too much to him, so that would be bad. I'm the only person I can talk to.
That's probably true.
You can talk to my little cousins. They all speak English, broken English. But
Rosetta Stone. You'll be all right.
yeah, it's real easy, Jen. Come on, you're a smart girl.
Yeah.
You're a smart gal.
Yeah, you claim to be smart. You should be able to figure this out.
But
Speak
you know
another
what?
language.
They live right on the water. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
also cool.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
They're literally, it's southeast Italy, and it's right on the water. And I'm telling you what, it's not like it's in Rome or Florence or Venice or something. It's Mola di Bari, which is just this little town right outside of Bari, and literally on the coast, and everything is cheap as shit to eat. You could eat there for nothing.
I was going to say, if I was to go there, I mean, I would probably want to see Rome.
Yeah.
But, like, if I was going to go hang out, like, in a town, like, I would want to go to an old school, old world town and eat the food there.
Oh, yeah.
And drink the wine and drink,
Oh, yeah.
have things in a small town like that. And I think that would be a lot more enjoyable experience than trying and dealing with the hustle and bustle of, like, Rome or one of the other big cities over there, anything like that.
Yeah, which I'm actually talking about, with Jen, is like one thing. I've been there like 11 times. I counted it. So I've been there like 11 times, but I've never took a tour or anything like that. I was always in this little town, and I even brought my girls down there.
Yep.
And they had a blast, but we were always in this little town. And basically and the other thing is, my cousins always had something for us to do. They made
good,
plans,
Oh, that's
well,
very nice.
it's good, but I didn't really have any time to relax. I mean, I was always on the go.
It's because they were trying to show you the world.
Yeah, you got to see it all, man.
Right there.
Yeah, well, but I'm saying, like I could see that, like, when you have people in town, you always want to, like, hey, man, I want to go show you this, or I want to go show you that, or I want to take you to dinner somewhere, and they want to impress you.
Yeah.
They want to impress the city slicker from the States.
Shit, man. I tell you what. I mean, yeah, and they did. It was cool, but I mean, I'm thinking that this time, if we do that, Jen and I'm gonna book a tour and all that stuff, and then I'll probably stay in our town for just a few days.
Yeah,
say hi to everybody, show Jen around. I mean, nothing changes in Italy. Nothing changes, man. I mean, they
I can
don't.
see that.
That town, it's been the same for the 50 years that I've been alive. I'm telling you, man. I just said my age. But
it's
anyway,
there's no discrimination on this podcast.
Well,
No.
Well, I've been there, within a 20-year range, from this year to 20 years later, and I was still able to know exactly where I was.
Nice.
I could walk a mile or two in either direction, and I know exactly where I am.
See, that's cool though.
Nothing changes.
That's legit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. So we might do that this year. I don't know. I know Jen be excited.
We're all looking at her. She affirmed it with a yes.
Yes.
So
anyway.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So we have actually, the last 2 or 3 episodes, have been talking about kind of the restaurant business a little bit, and
well, we talk about food all the time.
Well, we do talk about food, but specifically, we've been talking about, and your restaurant is a little rambunctious at times.
Yes.
So we read an article either last podcast or the one before that where, and I think you listened to it. What's your take on people charging in the restaurant for unruly kids? As a restaurant owner, what is your take on that?
Man, I'll tell you what.
And I know I'm putting you on the spot. I didn't tell you I was going to ask you the question.
Yeah, that's
so.
That's
if you don't want to answer that, I'm not mad at you. But I would love to hear from a restaurateur what your take is on that.
Man, all right. Personally, I mean, in my restaurant, it's a family atmosphere.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You guys have been there. You know it. It's a family atmosphere. It's not like wait staff or anything like that. Now, if it was like wait staff.
So let's throw another Italian restaurant out there who's garbage. Starts with olives.
Okay.
Something about gardens.
It's the OG. We
It's
just
the
call
OG.
it the OG.
You always call it the OG.
The OG.
So if it was like that, would you
Man.
have a problem?
I mean, that institution's kind of trash, but
I said that, but I didn't want to throw their name out there specifically. So
Here's what I would do. I would put up the sign because I think that's funny as shit. Because I think that's hilarious.
okay,
I would put up the sign, but I wouldn't actually go through with it.
so a veil threat. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
a veil
yeah.
threat.
I wouldn't actually. And in that place, I guess. Well, you guys did talk about they did charge somebody.
Yeah, they
oh
charged
yeah,
a few
they
people.
straight
Yeah,
up
a few
charged that
people
guy.
unruly
They put a
kids.
$50 charge on
Yeah.
his bill. Like, hey,
Yeah.
your kids suck. Give
Yeah,
us money.
man.
Let's go.
I mean,
Would you have the cojones to do it though?
No.
No,
No.
but you like the idea,
in
don't
reality, oh,
but
man,
you love the idea, don't you?
Man, that is so great.
Have you
It really
ever had to
is.
kick someone out
No.
that was being unruly like that? Cause
No, I mean, we have behind the scenes we look at each other like, what the,
You can
like,
say
what
it.
the heck is
You
going
can say
on?
it. You can say what the fuck. It's okay.
it's explicit.
It's
It's,
okay,
rated
yeah.
explicit. It's
yeah,
fine.
it's
You can
fine.
let it fly.
You can curse if you want.
Yeah,
I know
well,
you have an image to keep up.
I can't
but
control my curse words,
Yeah,
so
no.
it's
No,
all it's going to
no,
be
okay,
explicit.
well,
and we're
anyway,
never going to
yeah.
get monetized because
Behind the
we
scenes,
cuss too
we will
much.
look
Yeah,
at
that's
each
way
other
too much.
like me and Heidi will look at each other like, what the, or me and Jessica, like all of us, we just look at each other like, what? And Jessica would walk. You know who Jessica is?
I do.
The tall girl, and
Yep.
she'd just walk by like, oh my gosh, you could see it on her face. You could
Yeah.
totally see it. Like, can your kids shut the, up? You know what I mean? And but no, in reality, we would never do that. I mean, it's Italian delight, man.
No, I know. I'm not saying that you would in your atmosphere of a thing, because in all reality, your place is Chuck E. Cheese without the animatronics.
Without the, and
It
better,
seriously
and better
is.
food.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
But I mean, like,
Way
but like,
better
it's a family style atmosphere, and it's always been that way. And I said this before, and I'll say it every time. And I love Italian delight.
Oh, thank
Hands
you,
down.
man.
Hands down.
I do too.
It's really nice.
All you're
Thank
talking
you.
about and talking about the old times in Indian Springs, like so many memories. My family loved it. We used to go there all the time. Hit
Hey.
that and dude,
Hey, it was a great
so
location,
good.
right?
I will
right
say
at the
this.
front
so
door.
good, man.
I will say this,
You
because
walk
you
right
guys. Did you guys transition from Indian Springs to the new location without
Yeah.
ever stoppage?
1 month off.
1 month. Okay, because I was gonna say, I remember when it was said that all the stores were leaving, because you guys were the very last store
We
in
were
Indian Springs.
actually the very last store.
I thought they were gonna get evicted. The cops were gonna have to show up.
Yeah,
The cops were gonna have to show up. And
going. We ain't going nowhere.
Little Rene out there chained to the front doors. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go.
I told my dad. No, literally, I was on my dad's ass for like 10 years, telling him, I'm like, Dad, you got to move. Because there was a spot, there was a time where I wasn't there because we couldn't afford me, really.
Yeah.
It was Indian Springs. I mean, we were the last place in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to close a little early because it got dark and there was no
was
freaking
unsafe.
lights out. in
Yeah, it was
the
unsafe
Parking
there.
lot. Nothing.
Well, yeah, that was when
know?
you opened up the other spot down south, wasn't it?
No, that we did. No,
The-
we did that. Like
the small venture, yeah.
yeah, we did that in the '90s. No, but what?
Oh, okay.
There was a time where I actually did my own thing, and it wasn't. I would just work at a Tiny Delight on Sundays for
Okay.
freaking cash
Oh.
because I needed cash.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I had my own business with a couple other partners, and it wasn't a restaurant. We did a staffing service. So
Oh, that's right. I remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
we did a staffing service
Okay.
for about 10 years, But I still worked at a Tiny Delight like on Saturday nights or Sundays. So I was still in the mix,
Still slinging pizza.
I was still slinging pizzas, man. My arm's feeling it now. But anyway,
He got that pizza elbow.
He's got
that
pizza elbow. He doesn't need Tommy John surgery. He needs pizza elbow
shit,
surgery.
man, they call it tennis elbow. It's not. It's pizza elbow. I'm telling you. That's why I made a video today so I could show the doctor what I do in case he asks. Well, what do you do? Here, let me show you. You know,
I will say the
I
video
actually did make a video.
The video that you guys did of you and Daniela throwing pizza the other day, that was cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah, I like that.
You see the air difference?
Oh well, yeah, but
you see that?
You know,
I got all this air. Daniela barely has a little bit of air.
It's okay.
You know,
it's okay.
But yeah, man, I've been throwing down a long time, man. It's something. I'm actually I'm not good at much, but I'm good at that.
Are you?
That's about it. I'm not good at anything else.
So who throws better pizza, you or Tyler? Throw it out there.
Oh, you can ask Tyler that. He'd tell you.
What's he going to say?
Well, he's going to say me, of course. what do you think?
Duh.
You know?
I mean, come on.
Tyler, because Tyler doesn't really, he throws it, but he don't really throw it.
There's no love in. Is that what you're saying? There's no
there's
no pizzazz.
There's definitely
Are you saying he's
no
boring?
pizzazz.
You got to get your hips
Are
in
you,
it, man.
are you
There's like a
saying
whole
Tyler's
thing. You just
boring?
got to
Are
get
you
it.
saying Tyler's boring? That's what I'm hearing
I'm
out
not
of
saying
you.
Tyler's boring. I'm saying just Tyler's way of making it.
They say this
See,
pizza's got no personality. It's got no attitude.
See, I throw it to open it faster. That's the whole point, you know. I did do it to show off.
See, there you go. Okay, there it is.
You know, and then my dad, and you know how my dad talks. Oh, you shy off. He goes, stop shying off. I'm like, I'm not showing off, Dad. You shy off. You know,
he's a flair pizza maker, not a flair bartender. He's a flair
I will tell you.
maker.
I will tell you. That's how you open the damn thing. That's how I can open a pizza like that because I'm tossing it and it's opening up in the air. You know, you can. If you do it this way, you know, which my pizza elbow really talks to me when I do it that way. You can just do it like that, and man, it just takes longer. I'll sit there and I throw it up. I can open that thing up in one toss.
In your career there,
yeah.
How many people have you taught to make pizza there?
Oh, I just taught a guy actually.
The Hispanic guy?
Yeah, Armando.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know his name. But
Armando.
his name's Armando. Okay.
I was literally just taught the guy because I'm like, man, I got to slow down because my arm's killing me, you know? And so, which, you know, like I said, I'm getting that scene. But anyway, yeah, I've probably...
Because your guys' main...
not a lot.
I was going to say, because your guys' main...
Yeah.
Your guys' main employees that work there are high school kids.
Yes.
And that's what you guys live off of. And you pay your kids really well.
That's what a lot of restaurants live off of is fucking high
Well, yeah,
school
but like
kids.
there's are people that like
these kids have been
it's
around.
different. I mean like it's I feel like it's a little bit different because they come in waves. It's like 5-year waves.
He's right.
It's like every 5 years because like they get
That's
on.
a long time for a kid to stay a job too.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
It's like they get on and they stay probably sophomore year, junior year of high school. Then it's a couple years more
freshmen.
than that. Yeah, that's true. Then they stay a couple years after that, and then like in the middle of college, they're like,
yeah,
I probably should get a better job, pays me a little bit more.
Can I come back?
Yeah, and then it's like, can I come back later?
You know what? I always tell people they ask me. Well, first of all, most of these kids, I know their parents. Most all.
Oh
of
yeah,
them.
absolutely.
I know their parents, and I've known these kids since they were kids. I mean, little, you know. So I've known them my whole life.
You'll have another one working for you in 10 years.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee
Tough
it.
Tony, you'll be there.
Yeah.
I got his cousin Phoenix working there right now.
You've had a few of my cousins that work there.
I had, Justin.
Justin worked
Phoenix,
there.
Yeah.
Yep. Phoenix works there.
So
Buxton's girls works there. Lacey.
They
for real?
work there now.
She works there.
Both of them. Chloe.
Yeah,
does
Chloe
too.
works there too. Yeah.
Hey,
It's a family affair. It's like
it
just works that way.
Well, I mean, you guys as parents, I mean, you put the trust. You put the trust in us to my sister and I and Daniela keep an eye on them.
Absolutely.
I've had a young lady that still works there now, but I remember when she came in for the interview, her mom came in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Her mom came with her, and her mom's asking me questions, and then she
were you like, Mom, are you going to work here too, or are you going to part-time job too?
Hey, you know, and she's our age, you know. Her mom's our age, and anyway, and she's like, hey, well, will you keep an eye on her when she walks out in the parking lot, you know? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And I always remind her. I always say to her, I said, hey, I got to follow you out. I got to make sure you're okay. She goes, geez, okay. You know?
Mom asked it.
Yeah,
I got to do it.
Mom said it. It's got to be done.
Mom wants it done. It's got to get
But
done.
I for the most part, you know, we make sure everybody leaves safely, and
absolutely.
It's a family thing, man. We treat our employees like family. Maybe some too much because they walk all over me.
That's true.
I'm just a softie. They walk all over Tyler and Daniela, and they know it. You know what I mean? So
it happens,
but it's okay. They they go through college. It's a good job to have. To start.
That's true.
Because
well, yeah,
actually,
that's what I was gonna say. You guys don't skimp. You pay a really, really reasonable wage. Because if you didn't, I don't think you would have people that stayed there as long as they do.
No,
yeah.
There's no way. People job jump all the time.
Or they can have off anytime they want. That's what.
And you guys
I'm
are
off next Friday.
Let me look at the schedule.
Jeez.
All right, we'll make it work.
Tyler somehow makes it work. He's the schedule.
Oh, is he your schedule guy?
He's the schedule guy. I can't. I'm not.
So is he the one that screwed you the other day? Did he hose you the other day?
Like how?
When you told me to put on the apron and come back there and work?
Oh,
when I was there for lunch?
We were just busy. No, they probably had someone call in. And somehow they still have their job. It's like these guys just walk all over us, man. But you know what? We love them.
You guys are a good employer,
they're
though.
like family.
These
kids are like, we treat them like our, and they know it. We treat them well. And like Phoenix, I give that kid shit all the time.
You should.
Your nephew?
As you should.
Yeah.
I tell you that all the time.
And he knows it.
Yeah.
No, he comes up and he gives it back.
Good.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Make it fun.
Sometimes I'd like to wrap my hands around him, but I can't reach him.
I was going to say,
so
he is
tall,
like 6'1" or 6'2".
And he's like, I'll just throw you through a window. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You could.
Uncle Mike's been teaching him shit.
Oh, yeah.
It happens. So I see you got something else pulled up there. You going to ask him about that, too?
I did. I mean, we've got a restaurant owner here. We might
absolutely.
have some fun with it.
Go ahead. I'll give you my opinion.
Have you read the story yet, by the way?
I did read that story, and it's
it's fun.
It's
I think if you get a little butthurt from this, well, then fucking grow
Me or
up.
Brandon?
The person that got butthurt. Because the story came from...
Yeah, the story.
If you will.
Yeah.
This is actually... I don't like to do this, but this is from London.
Yeah. Well, it's from across the pond, which is fine.
So it is. It's couple goes to a steakhouse that on Sundays has an all-you-can-eat roast dinner. It's 30 pounds. We should have done the conversion. I don't know what pounds are. It's got to be close to $1. It's like $30. Right? Call it $30.
It's $2.2.
Get the fuck out of here! Jesus
Is it
Christ!
Really?
Yeah.
So that's a $60.
Is that the current conversion rate? Are you
I don't know
sure?
if that's current.
I mean, I need up to the minute.
Tell the story. I'll get the I'll get the current conversion. I'll get the
fumble.
Man down.
Fumble.
Man down.
It's fine.
It's okay. No electronics got hurt. We're fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, all you can eat on Sundays, and basically they got butthurt because there's a portion of the menu that says, yes, you can just have tap water, but please remember, we're running a restaurant, not a charity. Wink, wink, we need to make money. And it goes on to say, you know who is running a charity, though? Red Cross is. If you want to just have tap water, we encourage you to donate £1 to Red Cross. Everybody wins. And then it says the founder of the restaurant serves as an ambassador for Red Cross. Blah, blah, blah. And we would absolutely be delighted if you could support the cause. Please inform your waiter, and thank you immensely. So that is what is printed on the menu. Hey, you can't have water unless you donate $1. Kind of, sort of is what it says.
It's freaking Europe, man. Dude, I'm telling you, you can't even go into a place and use the bathroom without buying something. That's real shit there, man. I don't know about England. All right, I don't know about England, but in Italy, you can't even walk into a place and say, "Hey, can I use your bathroom?" You're gonna have to buy something.
That's the way it used to be around. It used to be like that in the United States. I feel like, but it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
I feel like there are some places that still do it. They say restaurant is for customers only.
Yeah.
And it's the same.
Yeah, but
it's the same concept.
No,
I get that.
I disagree with this because I kind of quit drinking in my whole weight loss thing. I don't drink pop and I don't drink tea a lot. I drink water. And not because I'm just, not trying to have a drink or something like that.
Be
if
a
you
cheap
wanted,
ass.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a cheap ass. I'm not. But if you wanted to charge me $1.50 for water, I wouldn't care. But I don't like their wording for that.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Me personally, I wouldn't do that.
See, I didn't have a problem. At first, when I saw the headline, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You calling me
yeah.
out for drinking water?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. And
The charity
and
part.
And I'm like, all right, look,
all right.
we got a twist to it. It wasn't just like, hey,
Yeah.
give us $1. It was going to a good cause.
Yeah, they're basically saying, hey, yeah. But I wouldn't do that. You know what I do charge for? I charge for the cup, okay? Not for a water cup, okay? You want water, I'll give you a cheap
You give them a little
I give
Dixie.
them a little see-through cheap cup, right? But if you want the big styrofoam freaking 32 ounce, I'm going to charge you 50 cents for it, man.
50 cents is what you charge for a cup?
Yeah, I pay for that.
That's
I
fair.
pay for that cup, Nobody's actually giving me shit about it, but back in the day they used to. I mean, but lately I haven't heard anything about that.
I don't think you would.
Shit, fucking inflation. Everything costs
I
money.
was say,
Now
I
we're
don't
all
think
like,
you're
yeah,
like-
whatever.
You're like,
put her on the
what
tab,
would you
man.
rather me do? Jack my prices up on pizza or charge you 50 cents for a styrofoam cup?
Man,
you make the call.
I'm going to tell you guys
Right.
something. Food costs
Oh, I'm sure it's through the roof.
the roof. It is crazy. And it's a lot worse than it's ever been. And I'm telling you, there was times we've never raised the prices for like 5 years. 5 years.
I was going to ask you, when was the last time you did that until...
Dude, like in the last 5 years, we probably raised the prices about 3 or 4 times, man. And that's because I got to stay in business.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I get
it
it.
happens.
I mean,
Like,
what do you do? And the community has been very nice. Nobody's really complained about it. I think everybody gets it.
That's because the
You
community understands that
Right.
your prices for so long used to be some of the cheap. You used to be one of the cheapest places in town to eat, and
for sure.
and not losing on the quality of the product that you guys put out.
we won't. We won't. That's a thing. We just won't do shortcuts.
Yeah,
man.
no. Well,
I mean,
I think you told me a while ago that when you guys had your little audit that you guys were actually losing money on chicken Alfredo.
yes.
And that's
Absolutely.
crazy to think about that because that's one of the best things on your damn menu.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what. Yeah, we were losing money on it because Danielle and I are so old school. I mean, we really are. And my dad. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, my dad's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Whatever. You know what I mean? Never measured shit out. You know?
Oh, it's the feeling stuff. Like when
never-
you cook, it's the feeling.
You gotta have a little bit.
it's a little bit of this.
Yeah.
A little cup
Absolutely.
of this, a little
Yeah.
cup of that. Right? No ingredients, no recipes. Oh, his recipe was right in here.
Yeah.
And my sister's a clone. Yeah, she's just like my dad. You know what I mean? And Tyler and I are more of the people that Tyler, my brother-in-law. We're more of the people that are like, okay, well, we're trying to figure out what the cost is for this. And Danielle is a clone of Frank, my dad, right? But now Danielle is getting it because now we're the owners, and
It's costing money.
we
And
see,
now it's like, yeah,
we
absolutely.
see it. We
Yeah.
see it, and it's driving us crazy. And yeah, we discovered that after we figured out the measurements and all this stuff, we never really cared about it before. We just say, all right, that's going to cost this much. Well, now we're like, oh shit, we've been losing for 11 years or 12 years on.
Well, I was going to
this.
say, and I don't.
Yeah,
I
we're
wouldn't get
still
it.
open, but
I was say I wouldn't get it just because it was a cheap dish or whatever. But like I always thought when I looked at your menu, I'm like,
yeah,
how is a giant bowl of chicken Alfredo with masticholi noodles only like $6.50?
it was-
I'm like, how's that possible? Because like
It wasn't possible.
No,
That's
well,
the answer.
yeah,
Because it was
well,
not. It was
actually,
not
yeah.
possible.
because like you go to like the OG and that's like a $15 meal, and you're like,
yeah.
this is better than what their shit
But
is.
you
Well,
get salad and breadsticks and all that shit with theirs. You know what I mean?
yeah, but it's still not
if you-
$6.
And it's also not
you-
real
you
food
got-
is the problem.
$6,
They got
$10,
that processed
yeah, right.
bullshit,
Well,
and
yeah,
he's got
that's what I'm
actually
saying.
real fucking
Yeah.
products in his food. There's
That's
a
what I'm saying.
noticeable difference
There-
when
yeah.
you eat it.
Well, yeah, because that's I'm like,
Well,
How is it so cheap?
You would get chicken Alfredo, a salad, and a drink for like $11.
Which is a
that's a steal.
I mean, now
that's a steal. Now that's like $20.
Honestly, that should be $20 in today's
Yeah.
market price. Like that's what it's got to be. There's no way around it.
Our food is still rather cheap it's not cheaply made. It's just cheaper.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Your guys' prices have always been
price-wise.
Better than most places.
What I will call very reasonably priced.
Absolutely, because
Well,
I mean, shit. Back in the day, and even now, get 2 slices of pizza and a drink for like $7 or $8.
Yeah,
roughly.
Yeah, roughly. If
I
you
mean,
get toppings,
and well, yeah, because 2 pieces of cheese is 6 something.
You would know.
I know that because I went there today to get Tough Tony's pizza before wrestling.
So he got 2 slices.
Oh yeah,
because normally if he's in there with Grandma and Grandpa.
Yep.
And they'll get him a slice, and then I'll sneak him over.
Oh, I know you do.
I see him.
I know you do.
I always try to sneak him or a cookie. Or
between
something,
between you and Aiden.
Oh,
between
Aiden
you
too,
and Aiden,
my nephew. Yeah,
because I like the way Aiden does though, because he does it slick as shit. He will come over and he'll have a cookie in his hand and he'll just be like he'll do it like drug dealer style. It's hilarious because he'll slide it to him like, especially if Wyatt's on the end. He'll just like hand it to him slowly and then just turn around and walk off. It's like God damn it, Aiden.
Yeah. Oh, I always I always used to. I love kids, man.
No, I know.
You know what I mean. So I would.
That's why
I see a kid there waiting. I might slip him a cookie. We always ask first now, though.
This is why the
ask the
entire
parents
time
first.
Well, and this is why
we don't want kids having a diabetic episode.
That would suck. Weird.
Oh God.
It's not only that, but sometimes parents don't want their kids to eat sugar. You know what I mean? But yeah, I never thought about the peanut allergies or all. Yeah, think about we're like in the 80s or the 70s. Like my dad's just probably giving shit out, and then take it.
No problem back
then.
No, do whatever you want.
And nowadays you got to ask first. I asked first just to make sure peanut allergies.
Well, it's like
now everyone has an allergy of some sort.
That's true.
That ain't no lie.
Well, I'm saying, and your affinity for kids. My kid did not know what Italian Delight was called for the first 4 years of his life, 4 or 5 years, because it was Uncle Renee's.
Yeah, I love that kid.
Because it was Uncle Renee's, and one of the first solid foods that he ever ate was crust, which you guys had a picture of on Facebook on social media of Tough Tony as a little baby with a giant piece of crust just gnawing the shit out of it. But he's gone to school, and whenever they talk about their favorite food, he never calls it Italian Delight. They go. And he'll tell the teacher, he'll tell the class, but I like cheese pizza from Uncle Renee's. And everybody's like, where's Uncle Renee's? It's like, well, Uncle Rene, he works at Italian Delight. He owns it. And they're like, oh, Italian Delight. He's like, no. It's Uncle Renee's.
Oh, man, that kid's got me, man. That kid's got me. He was just throwing me in some wrestling moves a little earlier.
Yeah, he did.
Tonight.
He did while we were getting the drinks ready.
That kid, I'll tell you what, man, he's tough. Tough Tony.
Tough Tony, man.
That's it.
Tough Tony.
Yeah.
He's got his name for a reason.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Yeah.
The new mayor of Suplex City.
Suplex City.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
What he
put me in a fireman's carry.
He did. He hit you with a fireman's carry. He's 6 years old and threw a 50-year-old in a fireman's carry.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah.
It was funny watching him do it. Because, he did it. He was, on his knees bent over. He legit did a fireman's carry and did the roll and everything. He got him behind his head, hooked his leg, rolled through.
Yeah, he did.
He almost had a Granby moment. He almost hit a Granby.
Yeah, he needed to come in for the pin. I know,
right? I know.
Yeah.
He's not quite there. He's only had 2 practices. He's
not
quite there
I was
yet,
thinking he was going to get the pin on me.
He knows the WWF pin. He doesn't quite know the amateur wrestling pin yet.
The WWF pin, just put your hand on.
That's because he's going for the to be the mayor of Suplex City.
He is trying to be the mayor of Suplex City.
All he cares about.
I've told because the first thing he asked me was he was like, well, I just want to go spear people. And I'm like, buddy,
that's not how this works.
Talk to your uncle. Talk to Blanco, and he'll tell you why you don't why you don't spear people. He'll tell you why, because you had an incident where that happened.
Things happen.
It jacked you up.
Yeah.
And
things get stuck.
Yeah, things do get stuck.
Then
this
they
is
pop.
true. Yep.
Oh, really? Is that what happens?
Yeah. It ain't great. It ain't great.
8th grade wrestling.
Oof.
Curtis. I'll throw you out there.
Son of a bitch. It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't. It was not his fault at all. It was just
my foot
we were
got
learning.
stuck.
Yeah, we
That's
were
what
learning,
happens.
and he did a double leg that was legitimately a spear, and your leg got stuck, and it was bad times from there.
That's all she wrote for
Yeah,
that
that was all she wrote. You got anything else before we roll on to our normal half of the show?
Well, we got all kinds of stuff, but we can roll on to whatever you want.
Well, I don't care.
So we did decide that the tap water thing was right. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but the donation part, I get that. So.
I feel like the more information they gave on it made it.
Right.
Yeah, it made it acceptable at that point in time.
I mean, if you really just put on there
the
tap water, give me $1, you cheap
Yeah.
piece of shit, I'm gonna have a problem with that. But other than that, we're good.
Well, and I get the hey, you make a $1 or $2 donation. I'm fine with that. Because like I said, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal.
Especially like I get it if you're going for just the special, but that's not how I dine. Like I'm gonna get an appetizer, maybe 2. Then we're getting entrees, and then we're probably gonna get dessert. Well, so if you're getting mad at me because I got fucking water, bitch, I ordered half your goddamn menu. Maybe calm down.
Well, it was a buffet though, right? Didn't they say
no? It was an
all you can eat meal.
It was an all you can eat meal. So
all you can eat meal.
It's like going to what's her face's place down in Branson, Paula Deen. Which, if you've never been to Branson, I will tell you about this.
I've been to Branson, but I've never been to Paula Deen's.
So go to Paula Deen's down at Branson Landing.
Is it still open?
Yes.
So
of
course it flies to Branson. Of course it does.
Bro.
Of course it does.
That shit's all over. It's water under the bridge, bro. It's water under the bridge. She got off of TV and then it's in the background of everything.
You just can't be on TV anymore.
You just can't be on TV.
Sorry,
and
go
say
do
that
something
shit.
else.
You know, because she's
Control
not a
racist
racist.
out of
I would
here.
say she's not an old racist white lady.
You're not racist if you're in a restaurant. Only if you're on
it's
TV.
fine.
Okay, cool. I
You're only on TV,
I get the
it's
rules
fine.
now. We're good.
No,
we're good.
So their food down at her restaurant it's family style, but it's all you can eat, and you can do a 2 or a 3, like meat if you want to call it meal, and then like you get your family side, your choice of all that kind of stuff, and it's like if you get 2, it's one price. If you get 3, like you get all you can eat, and if you don't eat all of it, you can take it. You put it in a bag and take it with you.
Goddamn right.
And it's money.
That's my kind of place right there.
It is money.
I do love some of that.
Lambert's the same way. Lambert's
isn't all you can eat though. Lambert's
is.
It's not though.
I've never been to Lambert's. I can't weigh in.
You're not missing a whole lot. I like Lambert's, but the only thing about Lambert's is their sides are what's all you can eat.
No, man. My buddy Richard, he always got the catfish, right? Mm-hmm. He always got the catfish, fried catfish. He'd always get another plate of it. It's no
I guess
problem.
I never realized that.
It is. I'm not sure. Like, man, that country fried steak.
That is big and it's good.
That thing's big and it's delicious. I've never ordered 2 because I can't.
The big thing about Lambert's is when they throw rolls at you.
Oh yeah.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say if you're going to Branson and you're hungry, stop in Springfield and go to Lambert's or wherever.
It's in Springfield.
Just make it part of the trip. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. What's what I'm saying.
But Paula Deen's sounds pretty.
Oh, I'm definitely going to Paula Deen's,
bro.
Yeah.
And her butter cake.
Well, I mean,
which is their dessert.
She puts sticks of butter in everything.
Well, that's
which is why I would eat any food
it's basically
she made.
butter pound cake, but it's like
pound cake.
Yeah, pound cake.
Wait a minute. I thought you didn't like pound cake.
I don't because it crumbles. But that's beside the point. You're an asshole.
Oh, Jim.
Oh, Jim. He's talking about my dad.
Yeah.
That's a funny story.
Yeah.
Not for on here, but that's a funny ass story.
Your dad's a big spaghetti and meatballs guy.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. Yeah, not only at my place, your dad loves it at, I forgot what it's called because he told me about it. He just loves their spaghetti meatballs. Who is this? I mean, I don't mind, giving shout outs to other restaurants.
No, yeah. No,
that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
Daddy's over 40. We like to eat.
We do like to eat.
Yeah, and we shout out other podcasts all the time.
But
absolutely.
You should know this. Your dad says he goes somewhere. It's like on Mondays they have a spaghetti meatball special.
I don't know where he goes.
It's over.
It could be fucking Bob Evans. I don't know.
It's not right.
Shit.
But it's down there by the Argosy, man. Oh gosh, what's the name of that place?
Oh, Corner Cafe.
Corner Cafe.
He goes to the lame-o Corner Cafe for
spaghetti and meatballs?
Dude, I swear, I'm pretty sure. I mean,
With the
I believe
Heinz
you.
tomato
I
ketchup
believe you.
sauce?
Yeah, exactly.
Get
Like,
the
I
fuck
believe
out of
you.
here.
I
What are we
believe you.
doing
he loves
here?
the meatballs, man. I swear, I'm
can't.
pretty sure that was your dad when
It
we were
might
playing
be.
ball. Your dad was telling me about it. And
That
he was
sounds
like,
right.
He was
That
telling
sounds
me.
right. Yeah, it sounds like my
Shitty would say,
dad.
for
Yeah,
sure.
It
and
sounds
he was,
like my
He was
dad.
telling me, your
Yeah.
meatballs are good, And I would always go get these. I wouldn't get spaghetti meatballs anywhere else, but I'll get them at your place, and I'll go get the special. And I think he said Monday nights.
That's fantastic.
My dad's another special one.
Oh, he's great, man. He's great. Yeah, but
He's another special one.
yeah. Apparently,
He from
the
Turner
spaghetti
too?
meatballs are
No,
good.
he's from Missouri.
Oh,
He's
okay.
well.
Okay.
He was born in Arkansas, and
Say no
then-
more.
Yeah, and
Say
then
no
moved.
more.
Hey, you know what's crazy? If you really want to think about my side of or my family, they both grew up in Arkansas at one point in time.
Oh wow.
Side of the family?
So
or
wait,
just
so
limb
yeah,
of the
so
tree?
it's like
I
the
mean,
tree went
what
the
are
tree
we
went
doing?
out.
It's not a canopy per
Yeah,
se.
it's like the hole. There's like a hole in the tree. It's like a hole in the tree. It's like there was a knot there, and then it went around it. Whatever. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there.
No, you're fine.
Hey, but that's
I
something
don't
you need
care.
to look up. We need to look up Lambert's. We'll check that out sometime. Maybe
We will.
you could fact check me on that. But I'm pretty sure you could get refills on your food.
I don't
Like
like.
if you ordered a meatloaf,
I'm not.
you can
I'm not
get
a big
another
Lambert's
plate.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a big
Here's what we
Lambert's
got.
guy.
Now we got another field trip. Because we're going to get another...
Field trip number 3.
We're going to get a Buc-ee's.
We
in
do have to go. We do have to go to
So
Buc-ee's.
we got to go to
But
Buc-ee's.
here's the thing. Well, so when we went to Dallas 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. We went to Dallas to play golf.
Yeah.
And these guys, I don't know if they thought I was crazy or not, but I was like, we have to go to Buc-ee's, and we're gonna go probably on the way back just because it was a little bit out of the way of coming back from Dallas, but. I don't care what anybody says. I love their food.
Oh, I
and
love
that
Buc-ee's.
place is amazing.
Is it not a
100%.
gas station?
It is a gas station.
It
and
is.
it's only
It's a
giant
massive gas station.
So it's a Walmart.
I see shirts all the time.
So
I never
it's a
been there.
Walmart with gas.
Kind of.
There's so much shit inside of
but
there.
better. It's more like a
Oh, yeah, yeah.
grocery store. Because, like, the food quality is way better than Walmart.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm saying
Like,
their array of things in there because they have a clothing section, they have a toy section.
I've seen the shirts.
They
so,
have
yeah.
literally a grocery section, and then they
Yep.
have a live restaurant in there where they make all their food fresh,
they have
and
a
it's swapped out.
jerky bar.
Yes.
With
No
several different kinds of
Teriyaki,
jerky.
Well, and that's just the fresh stuff that's being made. They have a wall.
Dude, that's crazy.
They have,
Oh, yeah,
a wall that's
with
like
all the
20 foot
bagged
tall that's full
jerky.
of bags. Yeah.
And then in the middle, they've got the candy place because I love getting the, what do you call those?
The Bucky Nuggets?
No,
Or
the like the
Licorice?
walnuts and stuff, and they
Oh.
put the cinnamon and sugar on them.
The
They've got
the warm nuts.
You
nuts.
said it, not me.
Is it like in a newspaper?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
it is.
come in
That's
this thing,
another
like-
thing, yeah.
Oh,
Like they have at the mall
That,
kiosks.
They make
Yeah.
fudge. They've got
Their
the
fudge
fudge
is
thing.
good.
And then the middle, the winner.
Fresh brisket on the
They
tray.
do brisket.
Yes.
Oh my God, their
Their
brisket
brisket is
tacos
amazing.
are phenomenal.
Okay, so where is this?
So
it's mostly
as-
in Texas.
it's mainly
Right.
it's all across the South because
Okay.
Oklahoma
It is in
has
the South.
one.
I've been to one in Alabama,
Yep.
Texas.
Yep. There's one in
Um,
Florida. There's a couple in Florida.
Yeah.
I think they're in Georgia. They're basically all along the South. But it's basically they don't allow truckers there. It's not a truck stop. It is a gas station, but it's like the size of
There's literally like 70 pumps
yeah
or more.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
It's
crazy.
massive.
all right.
It's nuts.
That's on the list.
And they've
Gotta
got,
check
everyone
that
has a
out.
little
So-
dog park. I mean, like, it's a destination. It's not
is.
just a gas station.
Yeah, no,
That's freaking
well,
great.
when you go down, if you still bowl in Springfield for the tournaments now after because they open on December 11th in Springfield,
They have
which
one
is a
there?
week after we go down to Branson for Silver Dollar City and all that shit. Which I'm a little pissed because
You're going to miss Buc-ee's?
I'm gonna miss Buc-ee's.
That sucks.
I'm gonna miss Buc-ee's.
It's
I'm
only
a
an
little
hour
buttered
away,
up.
though. Springfield's only like an hour, right?
It's 2.
Roughly?
It's about
Is
2
it 2?
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about
it's about 2 hours.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's a day field trip.
Oh, yeah, we can get there and back easy.
It's a day field trip.
Springfield's further than that, isn't it?
No, it's like 2 hours now.
See, we go to Lambert's for lunch, and then we hit Buc-ee's for dessert on the way back. It'll be perfect.
We go to Lambert's, then we go walk around Bass Pro.
Yeah.
Because if
Done
you're
that.
in
You gotta
there,
go,
if you're there, you got to do that.
Yeah, Jenny and I done that.
And then there's got to be something else to goof off in Springfield.
I mean, there's
and
all
do.
kinds of
Oh,
dumb
you
shit
gotta
go
be
to
to
Midnight
Springfield.
Rodeo. Oh, yeah. Great time at the Midnight Rodeo, man.
Is this like a strip club or something?
No.
Oh, I got excited
it's
for a
across-
minute. I was like,
No, dude. All right, so when
Is-
we go on,
is
these,
this
on
a-
these bowling trips,
Is this a gentleman's club?
no. But that's interesting because we would stay at the Lamplighter, man.
Everybody stays at the goddamn lamplighter there. Jesus
I
Christ.
don't mean to say it.
You
It's just
cheap asses
it's
that
a
want.
shithole.
Oh my
It
God.
really is, okay. So next door to the Lamplighter, man,
It's like Sharon's Motel.
we always say
Yeah.
at this shithole fucking hotel.
It's like
dude.
Sharon's Motel on
Paul.
State Avenue.
Okay, so I don't know if you know who Big Paul is. He's a friend of Art Garcia's and myself. But Paul, so we go on a bowling trip, right? And we would go every year. And then a couple of years, Paul went with us. This big guy that we bowl with, long ass beard,
Mm-hmm.
funniest guy you'll ever meet. And in his room was literally a rat trap.
At least they were trying to catch the rats.
Dude,
I mean,
is in his room, just out in the open. There's a freaking rat trap.
was
right
it
there.
one of the? Was it one of the?
This is a
the wood-
lamplighter, baby.
Was it one of the wooden ones, or was it one of those
No,
big
no,
like?
it wasn't a
the
wooden.
big,
It's a big metal box.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, the one that's got the
Big
where you
metal
hear
box.
that sumbitch go off. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he heard anything, thank God, but
That means
still.
they had big rats.
So right across the street. So the reason
I'd almost
why,
rather hear something like, "Thank God I know where
Yeah.
it's at."
Right?
the reason why
Exactly.
we would stay at the Lamplighter mainly the reason why is because across the street is the Midnight Rodeo, and it's just
Is
this
that the honky
podunk
tonk?
country club? Country,
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Is
I'm
it
talking.
still called that?
I think it is
Because I know what you're talking about. Because the last time I went down there,
there's another one that they opened up.
maybe that's.
It's-
I can't remember
It's
which one we went to.
highfalutin.
Yeah, it's a little bit fancier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we went
This
to.
one reminds me of you
I want
guys.
the one with rat traps. That's the one I
You gotta stay at Lamplighter, bro. You gotta stay at Lamplighter.
Don't
Maybe-
stay at Lamplighter,
I'm not.
man.
You know damn well
I don't
I'd
mean to
never stay
bag on
there.
a
It's not
company or whatever.
No, you are. No, you
am.
are. It's fine. Lamplighter's a shithole.
Well, here's the other thing about Lamplighter. This is pretty funny. But okay, so the Midnight Rodeo. You guys remember what was the name of that club down in Westport?
Which
the
one?
country
America's.
bar.
Oh,
The
Oh,
country
I was going to
bar.
America's Pub first.
Beaumont's.
Yeah, Beaumont. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Forever Beaumont's.
It's like Beaumont's. A little bit
Okay.
smaller, but like
Okay.
Beaumont's. I mean, this big, wide open freaking dance
Yeah.
floor. Everybody line dancing and shit. And so one year we went down there with our bowling team, and I had this wig. Jen loves this wig, right? I have this. It's a headband with a mullet sticking out. Okay.
1980s style.
Yes.
Like you just stepped out of a shitty
Love that.
IROC Z.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I bowled, check it out. I bowled
Easy
a
with
whole
the
tournament
shitty.
with that on. I bowled a whole tournament with
I can see that.
Like the people we're bowling, we don't know anybody we're bowling against. And the people we're bowling against actually thought that was my hair. Well, anyway, I wore that into the club.
Did somebody try to
That
fight
night.
you?
No.
He probably got a drink
No,
spot
I
for
fit
him.
right in. I literally fit right in. But I'm
not
asking
surprised.
people. What's his name? Hannah Montana's dad. What's his name?
Oh, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah. I'm asking people that work there or anybody in the crowd. I said, "Hey, is Billy Ray Cyrus still coming tonight?"
Yeah.
No. Damn it! Damn it! Get all mad, walk off. I've been asking people all night. I'm
I can
out
see
there
that.
line dancing with my hair. Jen loves it. Oh yeah, Jen loves that wig. Mysteriously, that wig is gone. I can't find it anywhere.
Did you throw his wig away? I think you did.
I think you did.
You just don't
something.
want to admit it on camera.
It's mysteriously gone. I've been looking for it for years. It's
It's
mysteriously
just
gone.
gone.
But
It vanished.
So check this out. Right next door to the Lamplighter, in the same parking lot, what would be there? Strip club. The
Of
same
course.
parking
Okay.
lot.
Of course.
As I'm
the
talking
rat
Alright.
trap with
the rat trap
Yep.
Lamplighter next to they called it was a strip club. I forgot what they called it.
Is it still there?
You know, I haven't been to Springfield in 3 or 4 years. I'm going to guess it's still there because that thing's been there the whole time.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We're not gonna go there. But we're gonna drive by.
I'm getting a little nervous about this trip all of a sudden. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Anyway, there was a pool.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
What's a diamond upside down?
Ready to rumble, bitch.
It's a diamond.
Ready to rumble.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So speaking of the strip club, it's connected.
It's
And
connected.
It's not connected.
So are you telling me
the parking lot is shared?
Oh, okay. Because I
It's
was
a
saying,
shared
are you
parking
telling
lot.
me that there's a door from
No.
Lamplighter into the strip
No,
club?
but
Because
it's
it was.
literally
That'd be amazing.
It's 20
Like we
feet
have gone
away.
to a whole new level at that
We-
point.
absolutely.
Now, there's
Absolutely.
no champagne room. There's a champagne,
There's a champagne motel.
It is connected to a restaurant. It was called Ziggy's.
That's shady.
Be
That's
damned
shadier
if I
than
eat at any of these
Outhouse.
places.
That's shady. That's
fucking
shadier
way.
than Outhouse, man. Come on.
The outhouse is fun for not the whole family, but
Yeah.
So
BYOB.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't.
How would I know it's BYOB? I don't.
I don't know.
I don't even know what that is.
What is that?
Did you ever get lost in the cornfield out there?
I might have ran in that cornfield.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Jenny's like, oh my
man.
gosh.
I don't want to know.
Sorry if we're ruining the image of him for you. I'm pretty sure he does that on his own, but
Yeah, she knows me pretty well.
yeah. All right. Well, so you sent 2 articles here.
Oh, you're gonna jump to
And-
something else?
Yeah, we're gonna move on to sports finally,
Okay.
and because did the article did parents fail millennials? We'll talk about that another time because I have
Oh, yeah,
I
that's a
have
good one.
I have like 20 or 30 minutes on that.
Oh,
A rant.
easy.
A rant that I want to go
Easy.
on.
Dude, I could totally get into that
but-
too.
but I don't wanna-
eventually one day, maybe. On
I don't want to
another show.
offend Gen X over here because he might go crazy on us because those Gen Xers they're a little off.
Shit. We're some tough bastards, I'll tell you that.
I didn't say you weren't tough.
Yeah.
But you're where the mental
we
health
invented
problem
allergies.
started.
You got a gluten allergy? We fucking invented it. What are you talking about?
There you
You
go.
know?
There you go.
That is true.
No, so and I've seen this before.
This is awful. I didn't even
funny.
want to bring it up, but I had
It's funny
to bring it up.
It's funny because we'll go with the one from CBS News.
It's the same topic. There's 2
Yeah.
stories. One was telling the story, and the other one actually had quotes from the party
Yeah.
confirming said story.
So Patrick Mahomes confirms he has worn the same pair of underwear to every single game of his NFL career.
Fucking gross.
That's 5 years now.
Gross.
5 years. 5 years.
Gross.
Technically 6.
One of the
It's not
stories
like
actually
the-
broke down the math too, which was fantastic. They're like, well, you're in probably an hour pregame, during the game, maybe
He's
an
in
hour
those draws
afterwards.
for like 6 hours.
6 hours for every game.
Well, they get washed.
That's all
I
it-
mean, it's not like they don't get washed.
Yeah, but I
Not
don't-
always. That's
That's the gross part. That's
No
the
way.
gross
If
part.
they're on
Yes.
a winning
That's
streak.
confirmed?
Yes. If
They don't
if
get
they're
washed.
winning, he
They don't
does
get
not
washed.
wash them. I did see this before. That is
And
legit.
think about the win streaks you have seen the Chiefs
Oh,
go on.
yeah.
There have been several
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
7+ games.
so-
You're like, what the fuck?
So could you imagine sitting next to him in the locker room? Go, what is that, bro?
You know why? And the reason we have this story is Chad Henne dimed him out during an interview.
he really?
Because
Great.
Chad
Yes.
Henne's locker was right there, and he's like, that nasty fucking Patrick Mahomes. It's worth the same draws at every game.
That's great.
Okay. God bless Chad Henne. God bless that.
Question
man.
is, would you do it if you could be Patrick Mahomes?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not talking
There you
shit
go.
about Patrick Mahomes.
No,
I want to
no, no.
clarify that
The-
Patrick Mahomes
the-
can do whatever he wants.
Hell yeah.
The thought though of wearing the same underwear unwashed for multiple games at a time, it's gross.
But this only validates the theory. He's not a football player. Patrick Mahomes is a baseball player.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
only baseball players are that
Yes.
superstitious.
Absolutely.
Right
He is a
on.
baseball player.
I
He
agree with
absolutely
that.
is.
And he is.
He's a fucking shortstop
Well-
playing quarterback.
Well, think about from
Sidearm.
all
think
that
about
shit. It's
from the
fucking
Netflix
fantastic.
special about his pregame ritual and what he does right before he starts the game. He always goes to the same end zone, the same end of the field, yells at the crowd, does what he does, and then goes back.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a baseball player ritual.
Yeah.
It's like Nomar Garcia Parra when he used to go up and
Gotta get the glove.
Stand it.
Fucking 7 times.
Dude
he
drove
would
me
do that.
fucking nuts.
And then, or Locaine. Whenever he would get up to the plate and he'd fix his things and then he'd bite the tips of his fingers on the gloves to pull them out just a little bit.
Just a little, so it wasn't super tight.
You didn't ever notice
I never noticed that. No.
Every time.
Go back and watch
so
the
good.
highlights from the 2015 or 14, or which one were you at? The 15?
Either World
15.
Series.
World Series.
Yeah.
15.
So for those, by the way, for those of you who don't know, in the Oakland Athletics wild card game, he almost cost the Royals that game.
But
because if you watch the replay, this butthole, I'm not going to call him an asshole, but this butthole decided it'd be a good idea to lean over because he was in the outfield on that double that bounced off the wall, where the two collided with each other.
I was close.
His hat was about a foot away from the fucking ball.
No, but my hat was above the fence line. Let's clarify that. I had my hat because I was thinking
he was leaning over into the pad.
I was leaning over.
There's a picture of it in your damn restaurant, sir.
It was front page news, man.
I know.
It was on the front page.
I know.
He didn't pull a... What was that guy in Chicago?
Bartman.
Yeah,
He didn't pull a Bartman.
I didn't.
He was close. I called him that, though. I did call him that the next time. I'm like, why'd you almost Steve Bartman him? What is wrong with you, bro? You would have got booed out of the city, man. God damn.
A Tagnolite would have burnt down.
It very might have well been. Like, this is the only chance we had to get a fucking World Series, man. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I almost broke Art's ribs, like leaning over. Art was right next to me.
I could see that. Well, you can't see him because you're all like draped over his ass. Shit. I
was. I can't help it. I'm a, that might have been the only ball I can freaking catch in real life, But instead, I picked my hat up.
You did.
I kept it good.
You did, and I think you caused those guys to run into each other because they were like, "Ooh,
well, how about
he's going to cost them the." Oh shit, he's not.
Not now.
Dude, I didn't even know, and then somebody sent it to me. I think it was. I think it was Dragonfly Troy. Has a
shout out to him, by the way. You got his hat on.
Dragonfly Tattoo Shop, #1.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think he texted me and sent me a video.
Like, is this you?
Like he saw it. Like he saw it and sent it to me, like in real time.
Hey, dude.
And then I was
what
like,
"What are you doing?"
Yeah. Hey, quick story about real quick story, which probably not interesting.
Speak on it, brother. It's fine.
Okay,
tell your stories.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, exactly.
Art and I were standing room only. We were standing room only at that game.
How the hell did you end up on the?
That's
the story.
So yeah, I totally turned my way right into that. I went straight up Highland Crest. If I want something, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna figure it out. Did
you just go steal somebody's seats?
No, I didn't steal anything. Okay.
What'd you trade?
Here's what I did.
What'd you trade?
He put them on blocks. Borrowed them.
I said, "Hey man, I'll give you a lifetime of pizza. You just give up your tickets." No, that's not real. So what happened was what was you guys remember that? We were down 5-1 or something like that.
We were down 4.
Was it 4-1? Until that hit. Up until that hit, it was like the 7th inning. I'm actually watching these people. Was it 4-1 or something like that? It was.
I'd have to go back.
Some kind of
I don't remember because that was the one
comeback.
that tied the game. That hit.
It wasn't like out of control yet, but you needed some help.
We were down 2 with like 2 outs, and that's the one because that. Or no, were we down 1? Is that the one where?
Well, before we were even down 1, I think it was like 7th inning.
No, that is the one that tied the game in the 8th or 9th inning because that's the one that Gore scored off of from first base.
All right, so check it out. So Art and I are at the top, right? And I'm kind of seeing these people like get ready to leave, and they're all the way on the fence line, in the home run, right on the fence line.
They're trying to beat the traffic.
Yeah, and they're giving up. They're giving up, and I'm like Art, and Art and I are talking to each other. She's like, "Man, we haven't been in the playoffs in 29 freaking years. We're staying till the end, no matter what."
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
And then I see these people kind of packing up, and I'm like, Art, you see that? He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "If those people leave, we're getting right in their seats. We're going to walk right down these stairs. We're getting right in their seats." I saw it from a mile away, right? Lo and behold, they leave. 2 people. They just up and they're like, "Screw this, game's over. We're out of here," right? Me and Art get right in those seats. Next thing you know, we're on ESPN and
Nice.
front page of the paper.
Nice.
And those folks have got to be like, oh shit, that's right where we were sitting. You know?
Sucks for them.
Yeah.
Sucks
They could have been there.
suck.
They fucked it up.
Man,
Sucks
I just
to
kind of
suck.
eyeballed it, and I just got lucky, and you know, Art just
No, I
followed
like
in
it.
my. Just followed my. I said, Art just.
Are you saying
act
Art's
like,
a follower?
No, he's definitely not a follower. You know, Art is not a follower.
That's
He's
what I'm saying.
That dude's a leader. That dude's a leader and a half. But anyway, I said, hey man, just come with me. He knew what was up, dude. That's not it. That's not the only thing. Art and I did some cool shit. There's another time in 2015 or it was 2016. We went up to Fenway to watch the Royals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Fenway, right? So me, Art, Paul, and Tony, who are brothers, which I was talking about Paul earlier with the rat trap in his room.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, we go to Boston to go watch the Royals, right? And after we won the World Series, obviously 2016. So anyway, we took a tour of Fenway Park, and anyway, during the tour, I'm wearing Salvador Perez's jersey. Okay, I'm wearing a World Series jersey, like the gold on the front, even the gold letters on the front, you know. And so I see Salvi walking up and down the aisles on the lower level while we're on the big monster or the green monster, right? And I just something kind of clicked in my head, and I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm getting an autograph from Salvi. It's gonna happen, okay? So anyway, we get to the end of the tour. And they tell us that the gal, she says, okay, that's the end of the tour. You can just exit right here through the fan shop. Of course, they want you to walk through the fan shop before you exit the stadium.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
You exit through the fan shop, and we'll see you in a couple hours.
You didn't exit, did you?
Dude, she turns around and just walks away.
This motherfucker hightailed it. He hightailed it back into the stadium.
Hightail it. Here's what I did. I told Art, I said, Art, we're going to take our own tour. You know?
That's some Turner shit right there.
That is some Turner shit, dude. That is. God bless us.
That's some Turner shit right there.
Anyway, we did our own tour. I'm not even done, man. We did our own tour. So Art and I, Paul and Tony, they were like, they didn't want to do it.
They were the good kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They walked through the fan shop, and they're stuck outside for the next 3 hours. Freaking Art and I, nobody says a word. We're like draped in Royals gear. Nobody says a damn word to us. We go right behind the Royals, what's it called? Dugout. We're sitting behind the Royals dugout watching Boston take batting practice. Literally, we're the only two people there.
That's freaking sweet.
Nobody says a word.
That's pretty awesome.
Now, I was thinking ahead, so I'm obviously a fanboy. Mm-hmm. So I had a Major League Baseball in my pocket and a marker and a Sharpie.
Well played.
So
I like
anyway,
it.
Yes.
Now the Royals are coming out. They're saying hi to the Red Sox like they all know each other, and they're switching. Now the Royals are coming out of the dugout. I'm throwing my ball to Gordo, Hosmer, whoever. And they're signing it for me and throwing it back. Just being totally
sweet.
Cool. Like, totally cool. And again, we're here. Now it's like an hour and a half or an hour later. Nobody says a word. They got all the security
You weren't bothering
guards
anybody.
sitting
Right.
back there.
You weren't bothering anybody. Nobody's going to come say anything to you if you're not bothering
all
anybody.
All the security guards are sitting there.
They don't
They're
care.
just talking to each other.
Yeah, they don't care.
They didn't give a shit. So Salvi comes out, and I'm like, Salvi, will you sign my jersey? Just he goes, yeah. He totally signed my World Series jersey, man.
That's not the one that's gone, is it?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
He signed it at Fenway Park, man.
Wow.
And then it got stolen, by the way.
I would say whoever has that jersey, you're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit.
For stealing the shit from his that got stolen in your storage lot.
Yeah, broke
it?
into my storage lot. We had Jen and I bought a house, and we were right between selling our house and buying it. We were 4 days in between. I had a 4-day gap from moving into our new house. So for 4 days we stayed in a hotel, and we put all our shit in storage. 4 freaking days. That's it. They got broke into, stole all my DJ gear, stole all my memorabilia, all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
My Royals jersey is just floating out there somewhere.
Yep. Somebody's got that sumbitch
And
somewhere.
they never remade that jersey.
Nope.
Oh, man.
No, they didn't.
They didn't remake it. They did finally in 20 20.
Yeah, it was their anniversary or the whatever it was. Yeah, it was like,
they had like a 5-year anniversary or something. Yeah. And so, still to this day, though, I mean, Salvi signed it at Fenway. I just handed it to him. You know, signed it, gave it right back. Dude,
That's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. It's fucking terrible.
I do have.
That's why I said whoever has that, you're a piece of shit.
You are a piece of shit.
You are a
jersey,
piece of shit.
If I could somehow just figure out how to get it signed by him, I'd probably figure. Because Salvi's so cool.
If they'd ever bring FanFest back, you could get it done there.
Yeah,
but I don't think they'll ever bring FanFest back.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, I thought they.
It was a big deal for them.
It was, but I don't think that's where this owner's thoughts are.
Well, I mean, he wants a stadium, but you want people to get into that stadium. You need to engage the fans.
I don't disagree. I agree.
At least make some freaking.
I agree.
Make some moves like you want to win. How about that? Let's try that.
I feel like we're back in the old sell-off days.
We are. We're back to being a AAA team again.
Jermaine Dye's gone. Johnny Damon gone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beltron. This is why I will tell you, in the 10 months that we've been doing this podcast, pretty much 11 months. How many times have we talked about baseball?
Oh, it's been rare. Because we had a preview to start the season, so we had to talk about it. But
did we do a baseball?
Well, we did a why baseball is dying right before the baseball season started.
Yes, that is right. That's the only time that we've talked about baseball legitimately all year.
Other than great, man.
I love baseball.
So does he.
So does he. But we don't have anything to talk about.
I can't do it right now. It's not fun. It's depressing.
Yeah. Here, let me depress
life's hard
you
enough as it is. Why do I got to talk about this shitty
Yeah.
sports team that brings no joy at all?
Right.
I still love to go though. I don't care.
I love baseball games.
I love to go.
But as we've talked about, and I don't know how often you go.
I try to go as often as possible.
I would much rather go to a T-Bones game than I would a Royals game.
Yeah.
Monarchs.
Monarchs. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
Monarchs.
I haven't done that in a while. I should do that
you
this year.
Definitely should. We went to like 3.
Yeah.
Personally, I went to 3 this year, which is more than I've ever been to in a season.
Wow.
Everyone was great. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's more affordable.
Yeah, for sure. Does Frank White still have anything to do with it?
Yes, he's still the first base coach.
Is he?
He is still the first base coach.
He was like the manager.
For a while of the T-Bones, yeah. Yeah, he was.
Oh, the T-Bones.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was with the Yeah, he was the manager of them for a little while, and now the new manager of the new team. I mean, I like him.
Hey man, that team was good this year.
That team was. Yeah. They won the title again, didn't they?
They did.
That's 2 out of the last 3. They're not slouches.
Pretty salty, man.
Absolutely.
Speaking of them, when the Bananas were in,
we're not talking about that.
He's gonna get all butthurt again.
That.
They had a Tang to Light food.
Oh, did
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well played. Yeah. I like it. See, you're almost
that wasn't me though. I mean, I was asked. I wasn't trying to get it.
You know what?
And I was
you know
like,
what? That's a testament to your brand. That is a testament to you guys, because if somebody comes into town and they're like, "Hey, man, you got to try Italian Delight," and everyone's like, "What's Italian Delight?" And they're like, "Oh, we got pizza for you. It's one of the best pizzas, if not the best pizza in the metro."
Pizza. Get a calzone, man. Go get a calzone.
Oh, calzones are good too. Strombolis,
the best.
Those one that like when you gave me like the 6 because you guys had power out, or the when you gave me all those.
Yeah, I was like, "Come by, guys, and get this food."
So this is what we did. We're down to our last set of them, but she froze them, and what we're doing is
you still have them.
Oh yeah, we froze them.
That was this summer. Yeah.
Yeah, we froze them, but set them out, get them to room temperature, throw them in the air fryer.
Oh, the air fryer works so well for things like that.
And the crust hardens.
Yeah.
But the inside
super
nice
soft and delicious.
And, oh my god,
so good.
It's so good.
Interesting.
That's the way to reheat a stromboli if you're taking it home with you. Not for you guys, not in your store or anything like that. But if you're gonna take it home with you, do that. And I would imagine you could do the same thing with a calzone.
You absolutely can. Yeah. I've done it.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
And you can make your calzone a little bit more crispy.
Oh, and then the inside's still soft and it's just so good.
God, you guys are too kind. Thank you.
So,
now I'm hungry.
Normally, oh yeah, I know.
Me too.
I know.
Jenny too.
Had somebody brought us a damn pizza. Jesus Christ.
Could have avoided this problem, but here we go.
So, towards the end of our show, we like to talk about the upcoming Chiefs game, and I know me and you go back and forth on this because you are you love the Chiefs.
Oh, I love them. Yeah.
But you are like me when it comes to our pessimistic attitude with the Chiefs.
You and I do think
we agree on it a lot.
Yes,
we agree, which he's the
Yeah.
Him and somebody else I know.
I'm a straight homer. I'm
You
not gonna
are
lie
a
about
homer.
it. I'm a homer.
You and Mormon are straight fucking.
Here's the
homers.
problem,
I was
though.
going to mention.
I'm not
Mormon.
mad at you
I was
for
gonna
that,
say-
though.
Were we like this before Patrick Mahomes?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
I was
not.
we
Were
were
you?
on the same page
Absolutely.
back in the day. I'm like, we're
Absolutely.
gonna get our ass kicked. We're
Yeah.
gonna be
And
terrible.
then
And now I'm like,
Now there's always a chance. I mean,
There is
there's
always a chance. So let's go over, because we play the Eagles on Monday Night Football, which
Yeah, we
might
do.
be
Super Bowl rematch.
I would say, and it might
Let's
be-
go.
It's preview.
it probably will
It
be
might
one of the
actually
highest viewed. It should be one of the highest viewed games of the season.
Oh,
Simply
easily.
Taylor's
because
gonna be
it's
there.
on
Easy.
Monday night.
And
Taylor
is
and
gonna
her
be there, by the
family is
way.
going to be there.
Both families are going to be there.
Yes.
The
Yep.
families are supposedly going to
Yep.
meet each other there at the
Yep.
game. That's the word. I mean, before the game. But
Well,
they're
yeah,
it's
hanging
gonna
out
happen.
together.
It'd
Yeah.
be cool if they're hanging out inside the game.
I think
They're
they will be in the
They're gonna
suite
be in the
together.
suite
If they're in a suite
Yeah, they'll be in
Yeah,
the
I
suite
think
together.
they'll be in a
Oh,
suite
that'd be
Yeah,
together.
they'll be in the suite together.
Oh, that'd be fun.
The
So-
American royalty that is the Kelsey family
Yeah, no
now.
shit, right?
Yeah,
I love
right.
it.
Hey, I ain't mad at them.
I'm not either.
Live it up.
Mama
Yep.
Kelsey,
Live it up.
all of them.
Yep,
Yeah,
live it up.
Living a dream, man.
So the Eagles are 8-1. I believe their defense is still a little bit overrated, especially with all the injuries that they have.
The line is still good. The secondary is sketch as fuck.
Which, by the way, this annoys me, and I didn't realize this, and I just seen this because team overall grades, their defense is 9th. They still have Kansas City's defense at 22nd. Yet Kansas City has given up 50 less points. Which, Renee, I'll show that to you
Is
if you
that
want to see this.
PFF?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
this is PFF, man.
Fucking PFF.
We
Always
talk
has
shit
the
on PFF
weirdest
all the goddamn
grades.
time.
Kidding
I
me?
don't
Yeah, no.
understand what they're doing.
How did I
with
know
these
it was
grades.
PFF?
Because
So-
you had this
You know
wonky
what
ass
I'm saying?
grade. You're like,
exactly, yeah.
that
'cause
must be
that
PFF.
that doesn't make
Now,
sense. Yeah.
now I get how they rank their offense a little bit better than Kansas City's because, well,
the numbers.
the
point that
numbers
out,
the
like,
numbers prove
100%.
it. And Kansas City's offense has been stale except for in moments.
Agreed.
I mean, we call it that. It's just because we're spoiled and we're used to
Absolutely.
seeing
Sure,
a fireworks
100%.
show.
Yeah.
They're still
The
very
difference-
high in the league.
the difference
I
this
think
year-
they're still a top 5 offense in the league.
They're 11th, but I think
No,
they're
for this. I mean, if you actually
oh
look
yeah,
at
if you look at it,
scoring
they're like
offense,
6th.
they're
I think they're like 6th.
okay.
It's somewhere. It's close to top 10.
They're
or top
real
5,
close
though.
to top 5.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're definitely spoiled. I mean,
Oh yeah, well,
And that's the shitty part. We're like, their offense kind of sucks. They're a fucking top 5
Yeah.
offense, and we're like, they're pretty trash.
well,
I don't know. What are they
well,
going to do?
And the
Yeah.
thing this year,
Get outta here.
and the thing this year that nobody wants to admit, and you can see it by this PFF ranking, is what's carrying the team.
It's the defense.
It's the defense.
100%.
That defense is a monster, and that's still
I
with
haven't heard that in years.
your second best linebacker being out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he's missed more
Bolton,
than half
He's
the
out
games.
3 games. Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Bolton's
missed
been
quite
out
a few games.
lot.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man. You remember last time we had a kick-ass defense? You guys were kids, probably. We were all kids.
Schottenheimer.
Oh, I
But in
remember.
the 90s, man.
Yeah, Marty
Yeah.
Ball.
I still have my Saliamua jersey.
You do still
Don't
have
know
that.
Hey, that's funny.
We've talked about that before.
Jen and I have friends in Phoenix, right? Mm-hmm. And our friend actually plays golf with Sally Moving.
Does he
knows
really?
him.
Yes.
That's awesome.
amazing.
JR. He plays.
That is
golf with
amazing.
him. He knows him. Like.
Good for him.
And last time I was
Shit.
there last year, he's like, "Hey, I'm going to try to get Dan to play golf with us." And it didn't happen. We still played golf. And
Dude,
Dan
Dude, if you can get your boy to get us an autograph of Sally Mua, that will go right here.
Really?
I swear to
Right on
God.
the wall.
It'll go on
Dude,
the wall.
I'm a big fan of him.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That whole team, him and Joel Phillips, Chief Justice in the
Yeah,
middle.
yes.
Oh, dude.
Joel
those are
Phillips.
days.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are
Great.
days.
Oh, yeah.
And he had DT on one side and Neil
Neil
on the
Neil
other.
Tyler.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
And Neil is absolutely a cool dude.
He is.
I've actually ran into him one time when I was DJing a club back then as a side gig, and they did the Neil Smith and Derek Thomas show.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I bet that was cool
And I
as shit.
had to play music during commercials.
Oh,
Like, in
even
between.
better.
It was the coolest shit.
Nice.
And Neil was in the back, and I said, "Neil, will you sign my hat?" He goes, "Yeah, sure. Here, get it to me." I was like, "Yeah, great." And because no one else was in the kitchen, so I thought it was cool. It was going to be okay to bug him.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise,
Hey, man, I
wouldn't- if it was
apologize,
in front
but
of everybody, I wouldn't do it.
well, it's like. Well,
You know.
I still feel bad about it.
I feel bad about
I
it.
still feel bad about it. But when we were in Vegas, we got to talk and take pictures with Christian Okoye.
Dude,
It was
that's
so
great.
cool.
And like, what's
Nigerian
weird?
Nightmare.
And what's weird is like I see him and I'm like, bro, is that him? because he only had like a couple people with him, and he was being very, very incognito about things. And I'm like, that's him.
I was like, started eyeballing him. I'm like,
I was like,
I think that is.
We got to do
recognize
it.
him without
We got to
the
do.
helmet.
Well, and I was like,
well, he's a lot smaller. Than he used to be, too. He's trimmed down
He's
quite
almost
a bit.
tiny. You almost want to call him tiny. He very much is about the size of Evander Holyfield.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
When Evander Holyfield was boxing and he was still a big boy.
Guy, yeah.
But to go from the Nigerian nightmare to Evander Holyfield is like, it's night and day. But yeah, we went up to him and I was like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but can we get a picture with you? And he's like, oh, absolutely. Like, and then, dude, we set off a chain reaction of like 5 or 6 Chiefs fans were like,
yeah, because everybody was leaving him alone. We're such dicks. He was just chilling, and I'm like, well, we ruined that. Sorry, man.
But he was super cool about it. The people that were with him were really cool about it. But I still kind of feel bad about that because I'm not that guy. But I was like, this is my one chance.
Yeah.
To get a picture with a childhood hero.
Dude,
right.
I'm taking it. I'm sorry, but I'm taking it.
You remember the combo?
Him and Barry Word.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Barry Word, baby.
Right
Thunder
on.
and Lightning.
Yeah.
Thunder and Lightning. He would lower the boom and Barry Word would come in the next play and fucking run around people like
Barry
there was nobody's
Word was
business.
was he the third down guy or he was just
He was the scat back.
Just a
He was whenever they needed a fast guy in there.
Yeah.
Usually it was off of a play action.
Yeah.
Like they would run a play action and then they'd bring him back in to run like it was going to be a play action. He'd run up the middle.
Yeah.
And then when
he was good.
And when you needed a first down or 3 or 4 yards, you bring in the Nigerian Nightmare, and he's going to get you a first down every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Jen and I 2 years ago had a situation where we were in Aruba. Okay, we were in Aruba, and it was the baseball. It wasn't spring training. It was All-Star break.
Oh, okay.
Okay, All-Star break. Salvy's injured, so he's not he's not at the All-Star game. So I think this was 2 years ago, and Jen and I are eating breakfast. And all of a sudden, Jen says, "You got to be shitting me." And I'm like, "What? What?" And she starts snapping pictures out there in line to get into our restaurant.
Oh, so she was the creeper. She was the creeper.
She was totally creeping him. Hey, and he knew it. I mean, we're inside the restaurant.
Was he like waving? He's like,
no,
"I see you, motherfuckers."
He just smiled at her. And she snapped. She goes, "Is that Salvy?" I'm looking over there, and I'm like, holy shit, that is Salvy. Dude, we're in Aruba. Just out of nowhere. Which actually makes sense because he's from Venezuela.
Yeah.
And Aruba's right off the coast.
Yep.
So he comes in, and I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. I left him
You're
alone.
a good fan, though. No, you're well, and that's why. Like, I was like, I felt bad.
I feel like
there, he probably would. Nobody would have even known. You could have had a conversation.
I could.
They probably wouldn't even have sent a chain reaction like we did.
People next to us heard us talking. You know,
see that's what makes me feel bad about me taking a picture with Christian Okoye was the fact that 5 or 6 other people came over there and it was like, fuck, I started that.
He probably did.
Oh, I'm sure he did because
him, I mean, he's probably.
He didn't care. He like I said, he was super nice. He didn't seem put off by it at all. But I still felt bad because I was like, he probably was trying to be low key about it, and then some asshole from Kansas City in a Chris Jones jersey was like, "Hey man, can I get a picture with you?"
Yeah,
I felt kind of bad because I was wearing a Derek Thomas jersey at the time, and he was probably like, "That guy was an asshole." Like, sorry, bro.
Well, I do that same day. I'm not saying he's an asshole, but that same night where I was talking about Neil Smith was all over it when I said, "Hey, will you sign my hat?" He was like, "Oh yeah, give it to me." Dude, when I asked Derek Thomas, nobody's around. Again, nobody's around, and I'm like, "Derek, I think you're the greatest. Would you please sign my hat?" He looks at me and he goes, holds his hand out. I put my hat in his hand, holds his other hand out.
Where's
I give
your
him
pen
a marker.
Yep.
I gave him a marker, right? And then he sticks it in my face. I had to
pull the cap
off. He signs it, and it goes like this. Dude, I'm like, there's no one else around. There's no need for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, like I said.
God bless him. God bless him. I mean,
amazing talent. Not amazing talent.
He probably.
No.
I mean, that probably happened to him all the time. But what I'm getting at is nobody's around. So there wasn't any reason to get mad. You could have.
Yeah, but
you could have just said no, or you could have even said no. You could have been like, "Man, now's not the time. I got to whatever."
Freaking Neil, dude, was solid, man. He was so cool. like happy-go-lucky guy, and I heard it sounds like he still is. Like he's like that.
Well, Mormons ran into him out at Outlaw.
Oh yeah,
He's
said
ran
that.
into him quite a few times out at Outlaw,
I bet
Outlaw,
Neil's
the
cool as
cigar
shit,
shop
man.
or the cigar bar or whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it.
Neil's the only person that can go to the dark side, and I still love him.
And we
Oh, yeah.
still got a
Yeah,
little.
And I see him, and
He
I'll.
came back. That's the thing, though. Was like he went to Denver
retired as a chief, so
and he
fine.
came
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
He came
He
back and
won a Super Bowl. Shit. Did
Yeah.
he go to 2? He might have. Did he win 2?
I don't know if he was on
Was
both of those
Manning-
teams or not. With no, he wasn't there with
He
Manning.
wasn't there with Manning. Right?
No,
But
he
would
got
have been there with
he got the
Elway.
Terrell Davis Elway.
Yeah, he was
Super
on.
Bowl is
He was
what
on at
got.
least one of those.
He was on
Yeah,
one
not
of
Manning.
those.
Yeah.
I think
Where am I
I
getting
think
at?
he retired after that
He
first
got
one.
his
I think he
Super Bowl.
retired
I
in
finally got a
96.
ring, and I'm done. I
Yeah.
think that's
or
how
90.
it went down.
It would have been 97 because
Yeah.
Green Bay won in
Freaking
96,
Manning. What
and then
am
the
I
next
talking
year Green Bay went back again, but Denver beat him on that ridiculous ass run by Elway at the end of the game. I ain't mad at him for,
Yeah,
but
yeah, it happens.
I'm mad at him.
about?
so
Elway used to kill us. But
So
anyway.
what's your prediction for this week? We're gonna put you on the. I'm gonna put you
Me?
on the spot
Yeah, you
right
get on
now.
the hot seat because we already know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I know what he's gonna say. What's your prediction for this week?
Actually,
Are they gonna win or not?
Chiefs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna say
Chiefs-
they're gonna
Chiefs
win. All right,
Yeah.
all
They
right.
covered the spread too because
Ooh.
I think the Chiefs are
Spread's
+2, aren't they?
2.5.
2.5.
They're
So
plus
they
2.5?
that would be a 3-point win,
Yeah.
which I don't disagree with.
And the
You know,
over-under is 45.5.
you got to think about the
FYI.
bye week, is it? Yeah.
Both
You
when
have
I
to
came off a bye. Eagles and Chiefs
That's
were both
true.
on a
That's
bye
what
last
scares
week.
me about the game.
Yeah.
But I have confidence in Andy Reid, and he's
Andy
like,
Reid after the bye
Yeah.
is
Hey,
damn
come
near
on,
unbeatable.
man. But he's lost one game after
One.
the bye.
Yeah, one.
It's
Right.
like
yeah,
18-1 or something.
yeah,
stupid.
some
It's
ridiculous ass.
You know,
Yeah,
guys, I don't know. You guys probably agree with me, but I have a buddy that's a Philly fan, lives in Philly, and he kept talking about his defense last year. And I said, man, your defense hasn't come up against a team like ours.
they haven't come up
The
against
NFC,
Patrick Mahomes.
I was like, the NFC sucks compared to the AFC.
yeah, that's
You
true.
know? This
That's
is
true.
last year, you know, and I'm like, your defense is. And then how many points we put on them?
38.
Yep. I come back
38
at him.
to
I said, we
35.
put
Nobody
38
else is
points
putting
on
those
your
kind of
ass.
points on that team.
You guys are playing the
Nope.
Giants twice. You know, you're playing.
Hey, the Giants made the playoffs last year with your boy Jones.
Jones.
Danny Dimes, baby.
He's terrible. You know what? Jonesy and I actually got a little bit of a tiff, or it was me and Mormon. I don't know.
I think it was all three of us. We
Yeah.
were going back and forth about that because
And I was like,
I was
Daniel.
just fucking with him.
Yeah, sometimes they just fuck with me just to get me mad.
I do.
You know?
I do.
I'm
I'm
like,
not
you guys
gonna
are
lie.
pissing me off. And
know,
sometimes
I
I catch it. I'm like, all right, you guys are pissing me off, and you know you are.
Huh?
You know, but
Poking the bear.
yeah, they were. They were. I was saying that I think. Now this was last year. That I think Daniel Jones is better than Eli Manning. I think I'm absolutely wrong.
Yes. Thank you. No, you are absolutely fucking wrong. This is for another time.
I'm wrong.
You are.
Jonesy sucks, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Not
call
this
that.
Jonesy,
We're gonna
but
call
Danny
that
Danny
Turner
Dimes.
Tourette's.
Right?
Danny Dimes.
Yeah, Danny.
I tell you, look, if
Danny
I'm wrong,
Danny
I'll
Dimes.
admit I'm wrong. I was wrong. Man,
They
way better than
paid so
he
much
is.
money for that trash ass
Oh,
quarterback
they
for no
so
reason.
bad.
messed up on that.
So bad.
Okay, so the
So
question
bad.
is, the question to you guys. Let me get your opinion on this, just real quick. Does Dable stick around? Do they keep him?
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll get another.
he'll get
another
at least
year.
another year.
He'll get another
You
year.
guys,
The Giants
Dable's an
franchise-
amazing coach. It's
Exactly.
not Dable that's a problem in New York.
Well,
right
Dable
now.
took over with Jones as the quarterback, and I think he was honoring what they had, and I don't think it was him that was pushing for the
I
extension
agree.
of Jones.
I agree.
There's
I really
no way
don't.
in hell
There's
he
no
went
way.
up there and was like,
No.
he's got to be one of
No.
the top paid guys.
Yeah, no.
no
Yeah, I
damn
agree
way.
That's
with that.
garbage.
I think
Straight garbage.
Yeah, I think Dable stays. I think they.
I
hang
think
on
they
to
gut
him.
their. I think they gut their coaching staff though,
Probably.
and they're gonna have to get a whole new team in there.
Because you know where Dable would go if they fired his ass.
Where?
He'd go right back to Buffalo.
Oh yeah,
oh, they throw a lot of money
Absolutely.
at him. They would.
Absolutely.
They
Buffalo
need
would
him.
welcome-
They miss
especially-
him.
Yeah.
especially
really
as
bad.
bad as Buffalo's doing right now,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
You
they
hate
need a quarterback
to see
coach.
it.
So anyway, I say Chiefs win. Chiefs win straight up. Or, well, of course, obviously they have to cover to win. So
Oh, they can win by 1.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to call the. You don't have to call the.
No, we're
bet.
not. I was just asking you what you think they're going to win or not.
I think they're going to win. I'm just not betting against Mahomes and Coach after a bye week, especially.
I would agree with that.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
I would agree with that.
100%.
All right, so we're all in.
No argument here.
Nope.
No.
All right. Well, you want to roll through your Fat 4 of the week?
Fat 4, it's time.
Fat 4.
Last week, caveat, we went 2-2.
Yeah, you got
with the
hosed in
spread. That kind of sucked, but it is what it is.
Are you back to 500 then?
No, I'm still up.
Are you still up? Okay.
I'm still up, man. We had a 4-0 week.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's true.
4-0,
Oh yeah, that week.
baby.
The previous week was 4-0. That's right.
And the first week, I feel like we were 3-1. So we went 3-1, 2-2, 2-2, 4-0, 2-2.
Oh yeah, so you're up. Yep.
That's how you make money.
That is how you make money.
So first game on the Fat 4. It's not a fun. Okay, again, this slate's not great, guys. This week.
No, this week is
there's
not
really
good.
not a good game. Next week, Thanksgiving. Ooh,
I'm
we got
excited
some
for
fun
next
ones.
week. I'm excited for next week.
So first one up, Raiders at Dolphins. Spread is 13.5 for the Dolphins.
So I will just throw this out there, and I'm not in this. I can see the Dolphins scoring 70 again.
Here's the thing. You and I are on the same page right now. 13.5, not a problem. They crush bad teams.
Yeah.
If you're a bad team, they will absolutely destroy you. The Raiders have already got their bounce after their new head coach. There's always one game you get the bounce. That shit's over.
Hey, they might actually beat a team above 500.
They are. They are going to beat a team above 500 because they're going to smoke the Raiders.
True.
Absolutely smoke them.
I say at least 3 touchdowns.
It might
beat
be.
them
I'm thinking at least 21
It'll
also.
be kind of like that Broncos game.
Yep.
Next up, Bears at Lions. And good God, I can never bet the Bears. Honestly, this year, if you want to make money, bet against the Bears.
Yeah.
In every fucking game. It doesn't matter. Lions by 8. Yeah, they're going to cover that one easily.
I think that's another 17 to 21 point win.
Yeah, that's an easy win for them. So there you go. That should be
Even
2
if
right off
Fields
the bat.
comes back? Is Fields coming back
No.
this game?
No, Fields, I think, is
his
done.
thumb is still fucked up.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play.
They're going with that other kid.
They're going to go with
Badgett.
Badgett.
Yeah, Badgett. Yep.
And that guy's not very good either.
No,
FYI.
he's a walking disaster, but that's okay.
Yeah.
My next one, or your next one,
I don't like to go. Well, I'm going to say this. It's Cardinals at Texans. I don't like to bet road teams.
I know.
Ever. But give me the points. Give me the Cardinals with the points. Something is going to be weird about this game.
Wait a
It's
second.
going to be weird.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
What,
Hang on.
Murray's gonna-
Hang on. Is Stroud playing in this game?
I don't think he is.
What?
I think there's something going on with him. Hold on. I had to look at something. There was something going on with C.J. Stroud.
Because you sent me a message this past, Sunday or Monday telling me to apologize to C.J. Stroud. And I said, I will not apologize because that dude is still garbage. And I actually got into it with Mormon about that.
Here's the
And it
problem.
might have been you too, where I was like,
Look,
Stroud is fucking
Only
garbage
because
still.
he's from Ohio State.
Fuck him. Fuck the Ohio
Stroud-
State University.
I mean,
Trash.
Stroud's...
Kyler Murray is back, and Kyler Murray looked pretty good in their last game. So I actually don't disagree with you taking the Cardinals in this game.
Well, what's the spread on that?
It is a 5-point spread.
Yeah. Cardinals are at +5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Texans are at -5, which...
Man, the Cardinals
I
suck,
don't-
man.
Well, again, this is the hard part about doing it on Thursday. We don't get the updated injury report until tomorrow
Right.
afternoon.
Yeah.
So we're going off hypotheticals and what we think might happen. But there's a chance that Stroud might not play. And if Stroud definitely doesn't play,
If he doesn't play,
then
then
that's an easy +5
Well,
for the Cardinals.
you know what's funny is Call of Duty's been out for 3 weeks now, so Kyler Murray's back.
yeah.
He had to continue
He
his
got-
last
yeah.
2 weeks. Now he's
And
good.
that's the
I
other
know.
thing.
I was
Good.
actually surprised when he came back.
So was I. I was like,
surprised
Call of
that's
Duty.
bad
I was
timing,
like,
really?
I was like,
Yeah,
Call
I
of
said the
Duty's
same shit.
Call of Duty's only been out for 2 weeks. What are we doing here, bro?
Yeah,
He
I
got an
even
early
told
release,
Jenny
guys.
that.
Come
was
on.
like,
I think he had to have got the early release. It was like, okay, I've been playing this for like 3 weeks. All right,
I'm good.
It's
Yeah,
out
I'm
of my
good.
system.
I'm good.
I've
now.
already ranked him up. I already got the guns opened. It's all good.
He's
Yeah.
already prestiged 3 times. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. And so for your last one,
Last pick, we got Bucks at Niners. I do love the Bake Show. Love the Bake Show. Don't love them here. Take the Niners at the 11.5. That's an
Yeah,
easy
Brock
win for the
Purdy had a
Niners.
really good game last week, and it seems like
They figured it out.
Debo's
It was a
back.
one game.
That's a big deal, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it was like a one-game thing where Brock Purdy showed he doesn't always have the weapons around him. He's not that good.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But when he gets his
Debo's
weapons back,
and
he's
Oh,
fine.
absolutely. Yeah,
He's
he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine once he with Debo back. That changes the whole dynamic of the offense. That's why when Kansas City could have got Debo, we should have.
well, yeah, doggone
We
it.
should have got him 2 years ago, right before that contract extension.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ! But they're like, oh, we can't afford him. Yeah, you figure out how to afford it.
You figure that shit
Yeah,
out.
dude.
Well,
Debo's
we
a
got
beast,
Tyreek Hill.
man.
Well, you got rid of Tyreek Hill. You should have had Debo Samuel on the back burner.
Dude, that would have been amazing
Crazy.
in this offense.
Crazy.
Goodness
Hey,
gracious.
every year I have Debo on my fantasy team.
As
He's
you
one of
should.
my
If you
favorite
can get him,
players.
he is wide receiver 1.
He's a hell of a lot of fun to watch.
And when he was being a running back too,
That's
he doesn't have to do that really
That's the
much
flip
anymore.
side. Absolutely.
But when San Fran healthy is scary.
Oh, absolutely.
It's funny.
They are scary.
Debo Samuel and McCole Hardman, you know what the difference is? Debo can run routes.
Yes.
So they both got the jet sweep, and they're
Yep.
both dynamic
Yep.
with the speed.
Yep.
But one can run routes, and the other one cannot. They
Well,
have no idea
And
what
Debo-
they're doing.
can
Debo
hit
Samuels,
people. Debo will
when
run
he
over
when he
your
runs
ass.
as a linebacker, he runs like Pacheco.
Yes.
He runs heads up, and he will hit stick the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does
he
not
will.
shy away from the
No,
hit.
No.
not at all.
No.
It's fun to watch, though.
It is.
Debo's fucking good.
Yeah, he
that
is.
guy-
I'm a fan.
Yeah,
That guy's a
absolutely.
100%.
so,
Well, this is our longest episode we've ever had, and
Oh, shit. We went long. I
we
didn't even pay attention.
I know we're almost at 2 hours, and
it's my fault. I tend
No.
to ramble.
I feel like this is the crazy part is if this was like a weekend day that we were doing this, we could probably go for another hour and a half.
Oh, easy.
Oh,
This
yeah.
this has been a really good show, and I appreciate you finally coming on. I know I've been trying to
thanks for
get you
having
here
me.
for a while, and
Yeah.
me and him both really didn't have a whole lot to talk about this week, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try to get Renee.
Just let Renee ramble. And,
Yeah, absolutely. But your rambling is good stories.
man,
good
I
stories.
have many more too.
I know.
but, yeah.
We'll have you back
We'll have
on
you back.
for-
It's not
Well,
a one-time thing. It's
Absolutely
fine.
not. Maybe next
We
time
need
you
to
can
do a cage match with Tyler and I. We should do that,
Bro,
Or Heidi.
as
Even
soon-
Heidi can kick
as
my
soon
ass.
as soon as Tyler has the ability to come over, because I know you guys all have weird schedules,
Yeah.
I want him on the show with you. I
That'd be
want him
great.
on here because I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
He has a lot of knowledge. He has a lot of things to talk about, and
Yeah.
I'm going to get you two riled
Tyler-
up. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Tyler's a smart guy. As a matter of fact, I take a lot of advice from him because I know one thing about Tyler is that dude, he freaking studies everything.
He's,
If he
he's a
likes
very smart
something,
man.
He's
Yep.
right on it. Me, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go ahead. I don't even look into it. I don't
He's
do
the
shit.
whim guy.
No,
He's the whim guy. He's
no,
that friend.
Yeah, if Tyler says something's good, I'm with it. I'm like, okay. I don't even, because I know that dude has studied everything about whatever
Yeah.
product he's saying
Yeah.
is good.
I believe it. But yeah,
You know, he's a detail guy. I'm not. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, whatever.
we'll figure this out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
we'll
make
figure it
happen.
out sometime.
Oh, yeah.
man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're gonna have a big show in January, because that'll be our 40th episode
Oh yeah.
on our 1 year anniversary.
Roughly.
Oh, yeah.
Right about that time, we'll have to come up with a good show.
Yeah.
Maybe go on location somewhere.
Well,
Because I have thought about something. I don't want to bring it up yet.
Yeah, we can't. We talk
I don't
about too
want-
much on the air.
We
need
do
to
talk about way too
talk
much on
about
the
it
air, but
off
that's okay.
mic.
Nobody listens
Yeah.
to us anyway. So except for
They
Grandma.
will.
Except for
They
Grandma.
will.
Thanks,
I
Grandma.
listen. I listen.
Grandma always listens. All right. Well, again, thank you
Thanks for having me,
being on
guys.
here.
Thank you.
It has
Jen,
been a
thank
joy.
you for being the peanut gallery. You guys can't see her on camera, but she's here. So,
Jen keeps me going, man. She keeps me rolling.
as she should.
I always say I can't find my left sock without her. She loves it.
We
when
know
I
where
say
your
that.
right one's at, so it's fine.
It's crusty.
It's crusty in the
It's under
bottom
the
of the
bed.
hamper.
Jen, she never asks. She never questions it.
Why would she?
She never questions that for some reason.
It doesn't
Pick it
move.
up with
It's
tongs.
She goes.
solid.
She goes.
Why
the
is this-
sheet-
why
the
is this
sheets
so
at
hard?"
home, they just fold. She's like, why did the sheets just fold over?
Totally leaving that in this. Totally
I'm not editing
leaving it.
anything
Nope.
out of this episode. Are
It
you
all
kidding me?
stays in.
It's all live.
All right,
Your
brother.
true color.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
It's been a good one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fun. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.